The cooking class.
Yeah. Figured it out on my own, nobody showed me shit. She don't go to acting like a nigga owe you shit. You a baller, got all the points, but ain't got no assists. You can say you love me, but through your actions, I ain't notice it. Married to the money, ain't got no ring on. You can call all you want, I'ma let it ring on. Better stop playing with me, I'm tryna tame my demons. Feed my family, stay out of jail and put my team on. Everybody having opinions about my life, like I can't take them and pay a bill with it. I don't really trust nobody, I'm still iffy. Nobody show you love till you a meal ticket. Man, I've been through hell, tryna run my digits up. See, when you been through hell, you learn how to give a fuck by niggas having more when they ain't really sure. The only time can tell, cause it don't fit with us. Fuck your opinion, you ain't feed me. On the motherfucking sideline where you need to be. So many bitches wanna be with me. I easily influence. They see what I'm doing, now they upset. Point they fingers at me like they perfect. I'm shining, look sunny, I just want some money. Won't let nobody run me. Can't let nobody run me. Can't let nobody tell me what they done to me. I'm a whole nother kind, you gon' do nothing to me. We get them gas bags, fuck up the economy. Ride them bands up just like a mummy. I said we ride them bands up just like a mummy. I came from nothing, now I'm somebody with something. Yeah. Nigga don't talk if you gon' talk M's. I ain't really with it talking. Got attention when I walk in, but I ain't worried about none of them. Just take something slim, knowing you a shrimp. At the bottom of the ocean, who the fuck gave you the notion? To play with my bread, I still hit it with that toaster. Leave a nigga toasted. I don't go nowhere without that Glock. I don't go nowhere without that Glock. I drink what I don't wanna take no shots. No, I don't wanna take no shots. Gotta protect myself from all my enemies. Some of the people I thought my friend really envy me. Sorry, I can't deal with none of your energy. I know my worth now, nigga, that's what done got into me.
The cooking class.
I really ain't tryna buy what they selling. Sinning doing right, wonder if he die and go to heaven, yeah. Die, go to heaven, yeah. And I shoot shots at your million. Niggas go to stressing when the bags ain't selling, yeah.
Sometimes nigga make me
new station live, they just goddamn went on. After they goddamn get wise or whatever, they just wanna go back and just make that shit better. You know? After you figure that shit out, you know what I'm saying? You figure life out, you know what I'm saying? It make you wanna right your wrongs, you know what I'm saying? Well, I know I got the pen, do what? Just so I can right my wrongs. So many sins, hold it, I can right my wrongs. Hope you forgive, hey, I just wanna right my wrongs. Before the end, hey, hold it, I can right my wrongs. I grab the pen, just so I can right my wrongs. So many sins, hold it, I can right my wrongs. Hope you forgive, hey, I just wanna right my wrongs. Before the end, hold it, I can right my wrongs. Got locked up, left you out there alone. Bitch, I just hope you forgive. Yeah, I left you in that water alone, knowing you had no gifts. I ain't will, and you ain't my uncle, but I can measure how you feel. Really ain't supposed to be listening to nothing I'm saying, but I know how you will. Taking advantage of your benevolence. I should've never went there with you when I know I wasn't ready. Holding you like a bell when I wasn't tethered. Had you thinking about marriage and confetti. Hate it took this long for my confession. When it come to my feelings, I couldn't press them. Yeah. I got the pen, do what? Just so I can right my wrongs. So many sins, hold it, I can right my wrongs. Hope you forgive, hey, I just wanna right my wrongs. Before the end, hey, hold it, I can right my wrongs. I grab the pen, do what?
Yup. What the deal is, man?
Yes, sir.
Back one more time, man. Episode number 5. Episode number 5 on you, man. Studio Etiquette 101. Right here at Platinum Sound, man. Yeah, I'm Bread Mixed It. My dog Skeet 229 and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. How your whole week was, Skeet? Talk to me.
Off from work. That's all I got to say. I was in the studio pretty much.
Okay.
You up here in Lenny King studio.
Okay.
My birthday was Tuesday. I was in the studio all day.
Yeah, how your birthday was?
In the studio all day.
Okay. Hey, I seen you put up there. Everybody send me $1.
Yeah.
How much you made, my boy?
Hey, that what I want?
I made about 30.
Hey,
Okay, yeah.
Hey, I had 6,000 friends. I was like, hey, I said, all my friends see it, just send me $1. But you know, some people up under that same post, I probably had 100 people that just say happy birthday.
Yeah.
So I guess they missed $1 for it.
Yeah. I sent my $1. Yeah, I got it in there. Yeah, man.
I was trying, so I was like, I got 6,000 friends, 5,000 friends.
Mm-hmm.
If half of them just send me $1.
That's it, though. 2,500.
2,500. Just imagine we do that shit everybody's birthday, dog.
Yeah.
Everybody just put that on and just get $1. Everybody have a great birthday.
Yeah.
People that $1 ain't nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that now. Yes, sir, man. Who got anything with us, man? Player, what's
Y'all
up,
already know the
man?
vibes, man. Good shape shit, man. Studio Etiquette 101, man. Big Play Player, man, is in the building. Super dope show. This is episode, what, 5?
Yep.
Yeah,
This is
episode number 5, man.
We've been doing our thing, so technically we over a month.
We a glove.
We over a month.
We got a glove.
We over a month, man. We got a super dope show today, man. We're going to do something a little different than what we normally did the first 4 episodes. We got an artist in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to introduce him yet. I'm going to wait till he got down and do his thug dizzle. Super dope artist, man. But, yeah, this is going to be one of them ones for shit show. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. I need everybody to share the live.
Yeah, man. Live and in action. You know it.
Again, we're not only live on Facebook, but we're also live on YouTube as well. So if you're tapping in on YouTube, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can stay locked in with everything we got going over here at Platinum Sound Good Shit University, man. What's up, fellas?
Most definitely. Yeah, man.
Tell them what we doing today, man.
Hey, so we go. Man, I ain't gonna say we're gonna pop it out right now, but pretty much, man, we're gonna record a song live, man. We're gonna record, have an artist hook up to it. I mean, you know what I mean? Go in the booth.
Yeah, I don't think somebody ever did that before.
Nah, man. Yeah, so we gonna do
Hey,
that. Live is on
know
know
what I
what.
said.
You feel me?
Yeah, you can got it now.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't think nobody ever did that before.
Yeah, we're gonna record this on live, man. We're gonna let you see it from the start all the way down to the finish, man.
And you're gonna get to see the artist.
Exactly. You can see her do it right here, man. So you only get this right here, man. Platinum Sound Studios, right here, Studio Etiquette 101, man. Good Shape University. You feel me? All right.
What you said somebody want to know, Brad?
So we kind of went backwards a little bit, man. You know what I mean? But we were just getting started, and everything else. But so it was said to me, like, man, they're like, dog, I see y'all on there, y'all giving them studio tips out and everything else, man. But y'all a little advanced for me, man. I don't even know nothing about Pro Tools, man. I don't even know how to pull the beat up.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, they gonna see firsthand now. Cause we finna pull. Cause I'm gonna actually show the sample rate I use when I open up the session.
Gotcha.
To all of that, setting the tempo and everything, and then after that set up, then we gonna start the recording. Make sure to do a little test. Make sure the volume ain't too loud, ain't distorted, and got a good mic level.
All right. So new artists, well, even if you're an old artist and you ain't never recorded yourself and you want to learn how to do it on Pro Tools, today is your day. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Motherfucking day.
Yes, sir, man. Man, we got Jay Keys in this thing with us too, man. What's up, my dog?
Boy, working on that Corona. What that is over there?
Yeah, man.
That bug got
That yak.
per se bottle. He ain't sharing.
Yak attack.
Man.
That persona bottle.
Man. Yeah, dog. So, what's up, man? Y'all ready gonna get this thing started, man?
Go ahead and get this motherfucker started, man.
What's the name of this song? Okay,
Let it go.
That's easy.
Since we gonna get it started, man, we got an artist in the booth goes by the name of King Easy.
Yes, sir.
Legendary King Easy, representing Sylvester, Georgia. Representing the Sly Town, man. It's gonna be a super dope thing, man. Let me go ahead and cue that boy Easy in this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Let them know.
They done hit me with the womp. I don't see my what's the names in here, Skeet. The thing for the multiples,
Oh, you gotta go.
I got it. Aye. Finna get this thing rocking and rolling. I be John Bryan. King Easy in the building. What's the name of this record? Let It Go, right?
Let it go.
Let It Go.
My boy Easy, look at that shit look good.
Hey, so far y'all right now, just check it in, man. We finna get ready, record this thing live right here, man. This probably y'all probably never seen it before, man. We're gonna start this thing from scratch. All right, so he just sent the beat to the email. All right, so we start out with the artist sending the beat to the email. Then once we do that, man, we pull the beat from the email. All right, and we're gonna show you how to load that up. Man. Like I said, we start all the way from scratch, all the way from the top, from the basics. All right, so if you're new to this, you've never done it before, you want to learn how to learn how to do it, to be able to record yourself, and then be able to send it to us to mix it for you. Yep. All right, we're going to give you the 101 right here on Studio Etiquette 101. All right.
Waiting on the screen to get queued up, and then I'm going to show y'all the sample rates.
Okay.
Different ones.
So you pull, all right, so whenever you pull up a session ski, do you start it off blank, right?
Always.
All right.
Start off blank.
There you go.
Yeah.
Always, and when you get to it, man, always name your session.
You gotta add the screens back.
It should be, it say running. Oh. Okay, it say ready. Got it? So.
All right, hey, just like in school, man. Just like they say in school, man.
Don't press that. That's the button to heal for him to heal. That's top.
Hey, like they said in school, man. In math, explain your work. Explain your work. Explain it as you go.
All right, so you got the screen queued up. So first thing, this is what it looked like, basically. You can go to, if you got a template, you can kind of go to template, but I don't really use templates, so I always uncheck that. Now, one thing about Pro Tools 2023 that people don't know is, well, over the last session, you open up, it's gonna automatically open up. Well, it's gonna save that session in that folder. So you always got to go in there and change the location. If not, you're going to have other folks' session in other folks' session. So I'm going to put this in session. Of course, I'm going to name it. I think that's how you spell it. E-Z-Z-Y. Okay. And you say the name of this song is?
Let It Go, right?
Let It Go. Bam. I'm finna open it. Now, I'm gonna record this in 96. The best is 192, but that shit gonna take up a lot of goddamn computer power. You probably not gonna be able to open up a bunch of, probably like 10, 15 plugins. But it's gonna sound better.
All right, so let's just say for people whose computer may not go up to 96. So out of, because I know some of
Most of them be 44, 1, and 48.
All right, so which one do you say for people that have only those two choices?
Well, if you got an Apollo, if you're using any Apollo, if it's Thunderbolt,
Hey, so
you can use 96.
Break it down for them.
The Apollo is the interface that you know, you got Scarlett, you got. Yeah, that's because that's the only one they go to, like the Scarlett. Unless you got the USB-Cs, you know, they kind of more power. So if you got them interface, they got a USB-C. So like the new Scarletts and the new.
Hey, so
really.
So we're breaking it down for people that don't know the terminology.
Yeah, your interface that you buy is either gonna be USB.
There we go.
Or fire. Well, most of the new stuff is either gonna be USB-C or Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is mainly gonna be for Mac. USB-C, I think, I want to say for Windows, it's kind of equivalent to Thunderbolt, but
okay,
it's the Windows version of it.
So out of the sample rate, 44, 1, and 48, well, all right, which one we choosing if we only have a basic interface?
44, 1.
All right, so all right, artists, new engineers, everything else. So when you pull up this session, you name it, everything else, man, and ask you what is that sample rate. You're gonna he's gonna give you two choices: 44, 1, 48. Kilohertz.
88.2, never really kind of use that. I think that's like the old Pro Tools system. A lot of people used to use that. Like I went to a studio, the guy had like the old Pro Tools setup, and he had an 88.2. He was using that. Most of the new stuff, like the Digio 2 and stuff like that, they did 96.
Gotcha.
They'll do 192 too, but me and Mario experimented with that thing one time, and boy, you can only open up a lot of track, but by the time you use about 10 plug-in, your computer out of power. Mm-hmm. So but
you got to have a high power computer for that.
Yeah, like if you got the Apollo, they got the things you can buy that boosts up the speed of the speed of it. So they damn near like buying another one of them.
All All right, so Skeet just picked the sample rate. All right, so what's the next move, Skeet? What you doing after that?
Create.
All
It's
right.
gonna open up the session. There you go. Now, first I'm gonna do is go get the beat off.
All right, so what did you just do? Slow it down for the ones that don't know.
You go to File and you go to Import and go to Audio. You can do video in here too. Like people edit video, like when they do movie trailers and stuff. I've seen people edit movie trailers in Pro Tools.
Okay.
They basically load the video up and then they use the tracks to insert the cars, the gunshots, the what's called. They EQ those or make them. And it's just like mixing a song, except you not
the
mixing
video.
vocals, you mixing sound effects.
Gotcha.
Wind blowing and little silly stuff like that. The car explosions and stuff like that.
All right, so we go to audio. So first we went to file.
Yep.
Then we went to import. All right, so then after import, we clicked on audio.
Yep.
All right.
We go to audio. Now this is his beat right here.
All right, so when you picked that beat, when he sent that beat to you and it was in the email, you clicked download and it went to your download folder,
Yeah.
right? So now that's what you just did when you click audio, it pulled up.
Yeah, because I had already wherever the last place you was at when you inserted something, imported something, it's gonna be back there every time you open the computer until you change it. Like the last time I did that, I was in the downloads folder, so that's why I pulled up the download folder. So if I did some in my documents, when I opened it up, it would have said my documents.
Gotcha.
So basically you hit convert, and it puts it to over here. Clips to import. If you were doing, somebody had the beat tracked out and they had it on the thumb drive, you would basically do the same thing. Go to the thumb drive. You basically would go wherever that beat is, click on all the stuff. Like, you can hold shift and highlight a whole bunch of stuff. And if you hit convert, it'll bring all that over there. But I'm only bringing the beat. Everything else, you kind of leave it the same. You don't really touch anything. And hit open. Then it's going to tell you to choose the audio destination. It should say audio file. If it don't, that means you did something wrong. By default, it's going to put it in everything. Every audio is going to be in the same folder, audio folder of that session.
All right, so then you click open, right?
Yep. And then it's going to open it up.
All right, so it's going to process that audio.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Like you can go to new track or clip list. Clip list is over here. Well, I can't open it because it's already closed, but it'll be over here. And you could just get it and drag it over here, but might as well just do new track. So it'll automatically put it over there. So this is the beat. Now the first thing I do is find the tempo. And most MP3s got like a little air at the beginning of it.
Okay, see now y'all getting some super secret. It's a lot of people a lot of engineers that I don't see do this. All right, so at the very beginning of all MP3s, they have just a tad bit of error in the inside of it, at the very beginning of it.
0.030 milliseconds or whatever the heck that is. It always is. Every MP3 you get is gonna be like that always. Only waves are gonna come in directly on the one. They do MP3 like that. Cause I think of when they used to do CDs and they have the 2-second skip thing where the song go off and the countdown 2, 1, the next song come on.
Right.
Basically, it's the same thing. But MP3 is not 2 second. It's whatever the point is. Because I'm pretty sure it changes because depending on how they tracked it out too.
Okay. So you go to that first piece of sound.
Yeah. So the first thing I do is I put it on shuffle. Shuffle, slip. Not too familiar with spot. That's one thing I do not know. But shuffle, whatever is on shuffle, whatever you delete, is gonna slide the beat back to that point. So if I just cut it out and delete it, then it'll be a blank spot and I have to slide it back. But if I use shuffle, if I cut it and erase it, it's gonna slide it all the way back to the beginning. It's gonna keep doing that.
Okay.
When you do that, make sure you take it off because if you don't and forget it's on there and you cut another part of the song, it's fucked up.
Slide it all over.
It's gonna slide everything back.
Gotcha.
Slip is just, you can get real precise with slip. Now I can go many times, but if I got it on grid, which is what you're supposed to do it on anyway, you can change how much of the grid from 1/2 to 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, 132, 164. Yeah, it's basically like a quantizer. So you can, like right now, is the 1, 2 is not gonna show up until they get to 2. And if I change the one bar.
Don't forget what you were doing. Don't.
1/2, it put a half in there. Cut it in half. Do 1/4, it cut it in 4 pieces. Basically, you get the idea. 8 pieces. 32, 64. So, but right now I'm gonna do it on shuffle so I can just get that air out at the beginning. That's kind of where the first part starts. And when I highlight it and delete it, it slid it all the way back.
All the way back. All that air is gone.
Now I'm gonna put it back on grid. Now I find the tempo. It's right here. I just tap the T button. If you click, you gotta play the beat first. If you hit the tempo and tap the T button, the tempo will change. So it's gonna be, you basically can tell by how it's hovering over a certain number the times you press it. And I could go to a point like right there and tell it's off a little bit because that little crack right there is supposed to be directly on that line. So I would probably try 156. I would try 156, see if it changed. Sometimes it do that, you have to go slide it back. See, it moved it more to the right, so that's wrong. So 154 was one number it was always on. Bam.
All right on point. So that tempo was 154.
And one thing you can tell is by highlighting a certain, like 2 bars of it and just play it. And if it loop back perfectly, it's right. See, that means the tempo is right.
All right.
So the next thing I do is go to track.
You go to track at the very top.
Yep.
So
and this is how you add new tracks.
I add new tracks. So when you say add new tracks, what do you mean? So
I can add my buses. I can add my tracks. I can name I can open up buses, tracks, master track, MIDI, instrument tracks, anything that you're gonna be inputting into this session, you can get it at new. So if I click on new, comes up with this. So I'm gonna say I want to create 10.
Hey, so Dame, the alternative way to get the tempo is also you can go to auto key. You can go to auto key, it'll give you the tempo. Put auto key into that insert. It'll you mean you're not using the template.
Oh no, I don't use the template.
No, none at all. But yeah, you can go to auto key and put that auto key. It'll give you the tempo and it'll give you the key of that beat.
Yeah.
All right, so that is an alternative way.
There's another alternative way, but that shit was hard as hell. D.A. Tremaine showed me. Like you count. It's like you count to 100. You count to like 30. You just count like 1, 2, 3, and multiply by 2, and that's the tempo. And that shit actually worked. He showed that shit to me and E one time. Me and E was like, "Wow, that worked." But that shit is complicated because sometimes, like he said, if you got that 0.5, they're gonna throw you off. But tempo, you can kind of tell if you just guess what it is and you see how far the number. You can look at the bars and watch it. If it's slow, then you know I need to speed it up some. Yeah. That's the way I just did. Yeah, so that was what I was doing when I was tapping the
He
T.
said he used Beat Detective.
I don't know. I've heard of that before though.
Hey, see, Dan, you just put us on something with the Beat
Ain't
Detective.
that in Pro Tools, Dane?
Yeah, I've seen it in Pro Tools.
No, auto key don't give you the tempo. You talking about mixed in key? Auto key is Pro Tools. It tell you. I mean, is Avid. I mean, Auto Tune.
Yeah, the new version give you the tempo.
Of auto key?
Yeah.
I got auto key on my phone.
Put it on now.
Well, let me open up these 10 tracks real quick. So I open up 10 tracks.
Yeah, we don't get distracted.
So let me go double check this auto key. It's made by Antares. It's the best thing created when finding the key. Let's see if it do the tempo, because I damn sure didn't know. If I play the beat, it'll tell me what key it's in. 154. See, I'm on 5. I ain't know that. So I do the tempo still without even having to use that.
All right, so
but now
now
it's gonna cut that. Find
so
the
Dame,
tempo.
you just saw it as
Sorry.
well.
Shout out to Dame, man.
Yeah. So if you got auto key, which come with auto tune, yeah. So all you gotta do is put it on the beat, and it'll find the key of the beat. And I don't think they got auto key. They got auto key on your phone. You can download to your phone, and it's like Shazam. You just hold it up to the speaker while the beat playing, and it'll tell you the key. But I don't know if it gives you the tempo. Yeah, it just tell you the key. Mm-hmm.
All right, so what's your next step, Skeet? So we got the tracks pulled up.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna name the first track record track, because everything, the way I record is I record everything on one track, and I drag it down. That way, if I record a track and drag it down, I can find it easier over here. Every time you record, whether it's a good take, a mess up take, it's gonna be in this box over here. So if you ever hear somebody say, "Hey, go back to that take I did three takes ago," you can look at what number you on and go back 3 and drag it over. But you got to make sure you record using the snap grid. That's why the grid's so important. And every time you record, you want to record on a grid, so that way when you drag something, you snap it back to that grid, but you won't have to try to figure out what part of the grid you do it. But if you do it on a part like this right here, it's easy to find. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna hit record, and I'm gonna have him just rap, and I'm just gonna.
Hey, so all right, so before you so when you hit record, before you actually record it, hey, you also want to check to make sure your input is the right way. All right, make sure your input is
right there.
Yeah, make sure your input. So most interfaces have only two lines of input. All right, so what you want to do is if you have your mic plugged into mic line 1, or if you have it plugged into mic line 2, that's where you want to put on your recording track.
Yeah.
You want to make sure your input is on line 1 if you have your mic plugged into line 1. If you have it plugged into line 2, all right, you'll change your input on your recording track to line 2. All right, then once you get that together, then you're ready to go. All right, so now we're finna get ready to do a test run to check his levels.
All right, so now, well, I ain't got no camera to show you what we're using, but you have an Avalon, what is it, 737? Yeah, 737 Avalon compressor, and we have a distortion, basically like another compressor too. So I'm basically gonna rap. I'm not gonna rap. He's gonna rap, and I'm just gonna make sure his levels are not distorted or peaking. So yeah, tell him this. Just
all right, so we finna get ready to do a quick. So we getting ready to do a quick test run just to check his levels out.
Most important thing is if this is fucked up and you keep recording, you done fucked up that whole song.
It has to be just right. So artists or new engineers, if you're recording and that artist is going into the red upon recording, that artist is too loud and it's gonna come out distorted. All right, so this is the purpose of a test run. I always do you a test run when you get ready, when you're first recording. All right, you ready, Easy?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Hey, say this is what they want, huh? It's been a long time since I said that shit. Yeah. I'm finna. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security, ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with the shit. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security, ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit.
All right, that's where I kind of record with my vocals at. Some people do it a little bit harder. You can do it a little bit harder, but I like it like that. So now, we ready? What come first? Easy. What's the first thing you can do? An intro, hook?
shit I did in the beginning. That's the intro. But
Oh.
then, yeah, right after that came the hook.
All right, so I guess we're gonna do the intro first, then you can stop, then we'll come back in and do the hook.
All right, that's right.
All right.
All right.
Hey, say this is what they want, huh? It's been a long time since I said that shit. Yeah. I'm finna.
But he could have did the hook there. All right, so now.
What's up?
So now, if I make this track big, see how you don't see, I had to make it big before don't see too many cracks? That because his headphones is not loud. So that's another thing too. You don't want the headphones to be too loud because a lot of artists have to hear themselves and they take them out their ear, and you hear that in the vocal. So then when you record, like you mixing it, and if that shit is too loud and you start boosting up those vocals, you're gonna hear all that stuff in the back of the song, and it's gonna be not gonna sound good. So I cut some of this stuff out. You could it's a shorter way to do this. I'm gonna show you the shorter way. If you hit Command and U, it'll bring up this thing called strip silence. I don't use it that much because they say if somebody's singing and they got like a little like that, it'll cut it out. So I just manually kind of go in there. You could use it sometimes. You could change it too. Like how it's right there. I want it to get at least about right there and fade it a little bit. That way, if you still got the words coming out, I don't want to cut it off. But you can also, you could change it and is that not doing it?
Nah, click the vocal again.
Oh. Yeah, so you can click this box here and it'll basically do it. So I don't really use it that much. I just do it manually. See, like right there, it'll probably cut off the end of that word. Somebody saying like certain words that'll cut it off and you don't really want to cut it off. So what I do is I just cut them off myself. Now, see how I can't get certain parts? I would go to the grid and change it to maybe 1/4 that make the block smaller. So now I can cut it more closer. I think that's the messed up part.
Dame said explain, punch, and loop record.
Oh, punch and loop record? I don't even use loop record, but I know what it do. Let me show you. Let me see. All right, so, yeah, it's on, but punch is basically like, I'm pretty sure he's going to punch in at a verse. It'd be easier to do that during the verse part. So when you do the verse, if he don't do it one take and he do a punch, then I can explain the punch there. Loop record,
Loop record ain't always good.
I think loop recorded for them, like, if you ever watched a show where you got industry artists on and they be recording and they show them record, they record like that because they've been recording this person for years and they could punch in like right here. And when they hit play, they already know to come in singing. But most people, you have to go back about 5 bars and they catch up to it.
Trace was good.
But like I seen an episode where they had Diddy was in the studio with Keisha Cole on the Keisha Cole and she recording the song and it was like right here. And she go right into her singing, like instantly. But most people can't do that. They have to go. Yeah, that's why I say that come from experience and being in the studio a lot.
All right, so what we just recorded the intro, and he just stripped out some of the silence at the very beginning of it.
And yeah.
So now we're finna get ready. We're doing the hook next, right?
Yeah. So one thing I like to do is I highlight that, and I hit Command and F. And it'll basically put fades on all the end parts.
Gotcha.
So I really don't touch nothing. I just kind of leave it like it is. And I hit OK. It'll fade it. Certain parts. It might not fade. Well, dang, I did. It did it, but it didn't do it. See, it kind of fades just a little part there. So it kind of fades those parts for me, so it cuts off a lot of stuff. But you can get really more precise by changing to like 1/16 and making it bigger. And you can kind of cut out a lot of that. Like I could go right there and do it. And I can go, so you really can go precise, closer by you just have to open it up. So that's like real. See, double check that. Yeah, see, that was a breath. So, and then if you want to go precise in that, you can go 164. But I think that's good like that. Once again, I highlight it. Command F. Okay. And he puts the fades back. So now, it's ready for the intro.
We just did the intro.
I mean, you ready?
It's been a long time since I said that shit. Yeah. I'm finna. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit.
I do it last, Dane.
What?
Consolidate. Do you consolidate early or last?
Yeah, I made that the last. If I consolidate.
Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we
I'm going to go back and listen to it, make sure it's a good take. Sound like it was a good take on the first try. But I'm pretty sure he's worked on this song. You can record a song in 30 minutes if you know your shit. Okay, that's good. Sound good to me.
All right. Well, what's your hook? What you?
Are you gonna double that?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm finna. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit.
Yep. So, that was a good one. So, what I'm going to do is the same thing I did before it was. I'm going to go to, if you don't, like I say, if you don't have that, you get vocal to line.
Do you hold control when you drag it down, or you just drag it on the grid?
If you hold control, it keeps it from sliding left to right. And if you hold alt, you basically copying it, and you can move it wherever you want to go.
Hey, I say both of them. Like sometimes I hold control, sometimes I drag it on the grid.
Yeah, if it's on the grid, and even if I drag it on the grid, I make a mistake and go, I know where it go because I recorded it. It's in grid mode. So as long as you record on that and you cut it right there, like at that point, if I know it was there and I make a mistake and slide it to the left, I can easily go right back there. And then it's not gonna fuck up the recording or nothing. You know, but if it was on slip and I did that, it's gonna be off.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be off. Yeah,
it's gonna be off because that's like precise. You have to move it precise. So that's why I always record on grid. If you have to make it smaller to get more in detail, sometimes you can record when you're doing punch-ins because you have to cut out. You have to find out where he don't say nothing there and splice that part in there. But make sure you go back to grid when you're done. So I'm gonna capture the first one, and I'm gonna capture his dub. I'm gonna render it. So it basically lines them up where it's one vocal, but it's still a dub. Can you do a spot dub for me?
Yeah, I got you.
And a spot dub is basically what him putting emphasis on certain words in that hook that he just did.
Yeah. I'm finna. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. My bad. Run that back. Yeah. I'm finna. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit.
perfect. I can do the same thing, take what I want. Now, I'm not even holding all, I'm just dragging it down. See how, as long as you ain't got slippery fingers, you good to go. And you can do the same thing with him. I'm probably gonna open it up a little bit more, and I can delete some of the stuff. You can actually do this after the session, but I tend to do it while I be recording. So when I get done, I can just mix the song and be done.
So you like to move as you work?
Yeah, move as I work. Like normally, I probably would just record, and then when he get to a certain point,
boom, 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 boom.
yeah, I'll like I said, if I'm recording the verse, I may go back and do that. Especially if somebody freestyle, you can't do that because they gonna keep stopping every 13 seconds.
All right, so you just hit Command F
Again.
All right, throw
Put
your
the fades
phase
on
on the
the front.
end. All right.
Like that, I can cut that out. And if I want to, you could put a fade on that right there too, because he still don't come in until it hit that bar. But that could be the start of his word right there. And you don't really want to cut it off. A lot of times you just never know, and I can do that at the end too. So now it's pretty much the verse time. Now one thing you could do is you can label this stuff.
Ad lib.
Like if
Hey, did you want to do any ad libs?
oh yeah, you doing some ad libs?
No, not for the hook.
Okay. Like I just label all this stuff: lead, dub, and spot. So now that's done. So if you click on one and click on hold shift and click on, no matter where you click at, it'll do all of them. And I normally make them small, just to get them out the way. But if you hold down Alt and Shift and click on it, it'll do them all at the same time. Whatever you got highlighted, you can go from there to big to small. So
Hey, so do you clear out your other ones?
yeah, up there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sometimes I do that when I ain't doing nothing. But if you look over here, you see all those are all the times he messed up. So each one of those tracks, because I split them up, they separate them all. So you're going to have the one tape that'll probably be all of them, but each one I go to, like if I go to, that's the first one, second one, then the air I cut would be that one, then it'd be 8, the air I cut would be 9, right, as that. So anytime you lost them, you can go back and just drag it, like that. But because they say record 6, every time I hit record, it's going to be up here. So now we ready for the verse. You ready? You ready?
Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way made up. Keep the strap like I was a stud, play pussy, get fucked. You know me, I'm still a bulimic, throwing up my set. You can bang what the fuck you want, just don't disrespect. Off the hip, you would think I slipped the way I'm finna slide. For my dogs, I don't need a horse, I'm always gonna ride. You can take this off your bucket list, this ain't no shit to try. Like a scary move, you niggas won't make it out alive, swear to God. Alright, I gotta punch in after that.
Okay, so now we can do it. I knew he was going to have to punch in at some point. So now, this is the part that Dane was talking about. As long as this, yeah.
Yeah, more different.
Oh, not that. Now, the activate quick punch is 6 on your number pad. I don't know. I forgot what it is on the window. Is it the same? It's the same on Windows.
Same.
Yeah, on the Windows, it's the same. If you hit 6, you see that right there. You can really right click on it and go to quick punch. But a shortcut is just pressing the number 6 on your number pad. That'd be the one on the right, not the at the top. When you press 6, it does it. Now, when I punch, I just start somewhere like right there, and I record. And then he basically will rap along with himself to make sure his vocals is matching up with what he got. Because sometimes you punch, it'll sound like a punch. If you just start rapping where you stopped at, then you basically have to, and it won't blend. So just kind of catch it wherever it's at and just rap along with yourself. Because you can take all that other stuff out. Even if you mess up, as long as you coming in at that point you're supposed to come in, you good.
All right, you heard it. Hey, so rap along with it.
Swear to God, you and your feelings, I'm in my bag. I'm so rich, you check my tag. Put a few goals across the bottom. I'm smiling, that made a man. Smoking about a gag, cause they read you, we don't do that. Security at the door while I brought my team through the back.
So I normally take the second word and not the first word. And I normally delete all that. And I basically drag that down. Then this where you go back to slip.
And you get in there real
You get there where
smooth,
you can goddamn.
real fine.
I can get right there. Bam.
Just like that.
Go back to grid. Close it up. I can do the same thing. Cut. And what I like to do is the same thing. Since I made a cut in there, I hit Command F. And it'll fade that little end part to the part he just did. And the two ends. All right, easy. Do a spot dub.
I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way back up. Keep the strap like I was a stud, play pussy get fucked. You know me, I'm still a bulimic, throwing up my set. You can bang what the fuck you want, just don't disrespect. Off the hip, you would think I slipped the way I'm finna slide. For my dogs, I don't need a horse, I'm always gonna ride. You can take this off your bucket list, this ain't no shit to try. Like a scared move, you niggas won't make it out alive. I swear to God, you and your feelings, I'm in my bag. I'm so rich, you check my tag. Put a few goals across the bottom, I'm smiling, that made a man. Smoking up all the gang, that red you be, don't do that. Security at the door, while I brought my team through the bag. You out here chasing clout, but I'd rather be chasing racks. Then come back to the city and put that shit on the map. This PPE forever, I put that shit on my casket. It ain't no point in asking, bitch.
Great. And you can do the same thing with this. If you hit Command and T when you highlight it, it'll trim the edges off of whatever you highlighted. You got any ad libs? All right. So while he doing the ad lib, that's when I can go in there and precisely cut out some of that stuff. So while he doing that right there, I kind of go in there and cut him out. He probably not gonna mess up.
I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way back up. Keep the strap like I was a stud, play pussy get fucked. You know me, I'm still a bulimic, throwing up my set. You can bang what the fuck you want, just don't disrespect. Off the hip, you would think I slipped the way I'm finna slide. For my dogs, I don't need a horse, I'm always gonna ride. You know it. Take this off your bucket list, this ain't no shit to try. Like a scared move, you niggas won't make it out alive. I swear to God, you and your feelings, I'm in my bag. I'm so rich, you check my tag. Put a few goals across the bottom, I'm smiling, that made a man. Smoking up all the gang, that red you be, don't do that. Security at the door, while I brought my team through the bag. You out here chasing clout, but I'd rather be chasing racks. Then come back to the city and put that shit on the map. This PPE forever, I put that shit on my casket. It ain't no point in asking, bitch.
All right, that was the ad lib. And same thing, cut a lot of this out while I'm used to the keyboard. They got the pad, you can just scroll on the keyboard. Yeah, if you got like a compressor kind of already there, that's what the compressor can help do. That's the whole purpose of the 2-to-1 and 1-to-1 and all that stuff that you see.
Right.
For every dB it go over, it drops it down one. So you kind of can get away with that. But I know what you're talking about, because you got some people that actually, they yell. And that ain't going to help. Yeah. I normally tell them, when I tell them to do a spot dub, I normally tell them to stand to the side of the microphone and do a spot dub. Sometimes, too. I didn't tell him to do that, but sometimes I do that. I learned that from my homeboy G-Fat down in Tallahassee. You remember that shit play? You got there, turn to the side.
Yeah.
Tell player to turn to the side. Player be like, what the fuck? Or
That
he'll
shit
tell
came out
player,
dope and fuck though.
and it's crazy because he used to tell player, hey, take a half a step away from the mic. And if player say something, like, nah, you too far, go back up. Like, you can tell he's just been doing that shit. So I learned that shit from him. So now this is going to be the easiest part, is flying the
Fly
hook.
the hook.
If you got the tempo set,
This is why having the tempo has always been the most important thing. If you got that tempo, man, and you put it on that grid mode, you can fly that hook 50 million times. You'll never be off.
yep, never be off. As long as that tempo right. So I'm gonna put it back on bar because I'm flying the whole thing. I always go to the bar right before. You can go precise like that, but I like to go to the bar right before it, which means I'm gonna go to the bar right before his verse in. If I hit command and D, that flies the hook one time, and most likely I'm gonna have to fly it again because you got 2 verses. You can do that shit 7, 15 times. There you go. So now I don't have to worry about flying the hook. It's automatically on point.
All right, so give them the end of the verse just so they can see how on point it is.
Ain't no point in asking, bitch. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security
All right, and this
ain't no
all
point
came
in
with
searching. Yeah, we got this.
this all came with having that tempo and being able to use the grid.
And one thing you could do too with having tempo, you could do stuff like this right here. Now I could duplicate certain parts of the beat and it'll chop it, but it'll be the exact same. It won't mess up. With the tempo being set, you can do stuff like that.
That was hard.
Hey, you can take out the beat.
Yeah, or you can do so much stuff. When that group
Long as you
tempo
got
is
that
set,
tempo.
you can do everything. Like I done chopped the beats and made them bitches sound like completely different beats by doing that on a 2-track. I've made a beat sound like it's a totally different beat on the verse just by chopping it up, reversing it. But if you got that tempo, if you try to do it freehand, like I can do it freehand because I chop mixtapes, and I used to do, and it's very, well, yeah, it's kind of, because I used to chop mixtapes like that where I would do it freehand because you can't set the tempo for freaking 10 beats because I would load up all the songs in the session, so it's hard to do that with the. Well, you can do it with the tempo set, but I just kind of know how to do it by doing it. It's a precise thing. You just gotta, once you highlight a part, you can duplicate it. What you shuffle is what makes it, because whatever you duplicate, it just makes the beat go at the end of that. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I got to move the beat. You just do what you doing, and it don't affect nothing else of the beat if it's on shuffle. But you gotta remember to take it out, because like I say, you can also fuck up a song like that. If you forgot his song, and I cut something off, it's gonna throw the whole beat off. So, you ready for the second verse? Second verse?
Second verse is like dub verse.
Huh?
The second verse would be dub verse.
Oh, okay. Well, this is, I mean, pretty. Yo, so we can goddamn. Well, I can leave show it like this right here. So, so since it's just for the sake of this right here, that's the end of the beat. So what I can do is I'm just gonna drag. This is what having tempo said. Well, you can come out then. So I just put that. I can replace that part right there, and it's gonna be on point.
Say it on that.
So now,
I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit.
see, I just click
And
perfectly.
easy, just like that. That's the end of the song.
Then I can fade it. And to hit the fade, you just click on the little thing. Well, I just cut it. So you see that right there? You just click on it and pull it to the right. I mean the left. So you kind of can fade it. Huh?
Last hook.
Oh yeah. You just delete that. So now that he got that record, I could delete this. I really can delete everything else because I'm not using it.
All right, so that was from start to finish on the recording part. All right, so what we just did, man. Oh, if you're just not tuning in, all right, we had King Easy in the booth. Welcome to Studio Etiquette 101. This episode number 5. And so what we're doing, we just recorded the song live. All right, we just showed you how to set it up. We showed you how to set the session up. We showed you how to import the beat in. We showed you how to create the tracks to do so. And we showed you the recording process. All right.
Now I'm finna do a little mix.
All right, so we just what King Easy just did. He just came in. He recorded his intro. All right, then he recorded his hook, recorded his verse,
And I flew the hook.
and we flew the hook. All right, so that's the end of the song. All right, so now the recording process is over. Now we're getting ready to start on the mixing process. All right.
So with me, what I do is I want to create, since it's just him on the track, I'm going to use 3 buses instead of 4. And you basically go to one in stereo. I've seen people do them in mono. I've mixed a song in mono before. Like I tried that different way, where I would mix the lead vocal in a mono bus, and then put the ad libs and the spot dubs on a bus by itself. But that's a lot. And
Hey, Dame, for real, now they'll ask how many seconds of the beat I got left. Not knowing how to count how to count bars, man.
yeah,
All right, so now you created your 3 auxiliary tracks.
yep, that's what I
3
do.
bus tracks, auxiliary, aux, whatever you want to call them. All right.
So the buses are always at the top. So you go to bus. I hate this. So let me do this. This is because a lot of people here use presets and they be labeled, and I hate that. So I always go to, if it's labeled like that and this stuff be confused, if you go to setup and go to IOs, just hit default. Click on all the tabs and hit default, and it'll change everything back to just Pro Tools tab. And then hit OK. So now when I go to bus, it say 1, 2 instead of having lead and stuff, because I hate that. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I always put the bus where the vocals at, which would be right there. And you could color coordinate it to whatever color. I'm gonna say orange. And that's just by clicking on that bar right there. You could color coordinate everything. Go to green, blue, that. And I seen some people put the buses, they do the vocals and put the bus at the bottom of the track, meaning all of those are gonna be bus to that. Or you can put it at the top and say this bus has all those vocals. So it's just preference. Cause do you put yours at the top or the bottom?
I put them. I group them with whatever the track, whatever.
You ever seen people where they put like sometimes they had a bus they had a tracks and they had a bus at the bottom? Yeah, I think JD do that sometimes.
Mario do that too.
Yeah. Well, no, Mario have all his kind of lined up on the left.
Okay.
All the way down. Like he'll just have them all there. So because this is bus 5, 6, I want to put all of these vocals on this bus. And on the tracks, you will always put the bus at the bottom. Where it say your analog 1, 2, or it may say A1, 2, or it may say, depending on your interface, someone say MON, monitor, 1, 2. Like mine at home says monitor. Because I have the Apollo Twin. Mario got I forgot what you call that one. The Apollo, what you call that, Jay? I forgot. Mine just went blank. The Apollo X8. So they no matter what interface you got, they kind of be labeled different. So when you go to bus, I want to set this to 5 and 6. Now what I use is I always open a master track, and which is the same way. Just click on master. I use this plugin and I mix to this plugin called the God Particle. Greatest plugin I've ever had. This kind of can tell you. This is what I use when I mixed a couple of songs before on episode 2 and 3, where we mixing songs and stuff. We use this. It basically tell you when the beat is to those levels, the lows are. When you got too much lows, you don't want to go past that. Mid, you don't want to go past that. Or high. So you kind of mix it, adjust it to that. But now, I just kind of leave it just like it is. I don't set none of that. Because I recorded it pretty decent. So now, my auxiliary one, of course, is going to be my reverb, which I like to use Verb Sweet Classic. So when that come up, I'm gonna click on it and cut it up the loudest it can go, so I can hear it. Oh, first of all, where you say send, that's where you put all your buses at. So basically, you're saying that you're gonna send bus 1, 2, which is my reverb, and bus 3, 4, which is gonna be my delays, to everything that's gonna be attached to this bus. So if I go set, I'm just gonna use the Avid thing on this one. Mod delay. Most of the time, if the beat is fast, you will use 3. If it's slower, you will probably, if it's faster, you will probably use that one. But I think 3, feedback I kind of do 7 because I don't want it to be too much. And then I always put a 1 band on my delays. So
Oh, your quarter, you use a quarter. You said 3. You meant quarter delay. Yeah.
yeah. So I normally use a 1 band. So certain songs you don't have to do that. It depends on how much space is between the hook. But because it's a lot going on, it's like a full verse. It ain't no gaps and nothing. I want to thin the vocals out, so I go like 500 or something like that.
Okay.
I normally use the spread too, but they kind of have one built in this. So I'm gonna listen to it and see.
Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch.
The verb.
Turn up with the shit. Tell security, ain't no point in search. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to.
So I just go ahead and find out which one.
Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch.
Find out the best one I like to use.
Security, ain't no point in search. Yeah, we got the stick.
Nope, not that one.
Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go. Like go through with this shit.
Hey, that shit going crazy. That shit said no. Oh, if your computer keep doing that, sometimes you can go to playback engine. Same thing. Set up playback and change your buffer size to the higher. Technically, when you record, you want to record on the lowest. We damn sure forgot that. The lower you record, the quicker the mic response is when you record. You can tell if you record. Like if I try to record on this right here, he'll hear an echo in his headphones.
A slight delay.
Yeah, like he's slow. Like he'll say something and then it'll say something. Because the computer's working so fast now, it'll just make everything seem delayed. That's even when you're making beats. If you're making beats and you use like an MPC or something, and if that buffer speed is high, when you press it, it's going to hesitate before you hear the sound on the computer, which will throw everything off. Look, finding the right vocals is the thing.
It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go. Like go through with this shit. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with this shit. Tell security, ain't no point in search. Yeah, we got
That one pretty, and I can cut it down.
nobody down if they don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go. Like go through with this shit. Yeah, we
Now I would do the same thing with delay. Just cut it up so I can hear it, then cut it down to where I think it should sound.
Yeah, we in this turned up with this shit. Tell security, no point in search. Yeah, we got this.
This what it sound like with this one.
They don't try to do. I'ma let it go. Like let it go. Like go through with the shit. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we turned up with this. Turned up. Tell security, ain't no point in
Delay.
search.
Hey,
You
that's
can even do half and quarter. I kind of do that sometimes.
quarter in one ear, half in the other ear.
And you can kind of cut it down.
Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we in this bitch. Turned up with the shit. Tell security,
I'm probably gonna
ain't
keep
no
both of them like
point in
that.
search. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay. Ain't nobody down if they don't.
And that shit good too when you're making radio versions, because when you cut it, the word will kind of echo in the background still.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I want to add my plugins, which I like. Like I say, the first thing I use is,
1 band.
I use the Infinite EQ with Slate. When they come up, like presets be, like most of the time that shit will get you where you want to go, and you just go in there and change the preset. Pretty kind of slow today. So I always go to hip hop and vocal clean rap. But I'm gonna cut it down because the highs is kind of high. That shit's like 5 dB. So I kind of put it down to like 1. And that's the low end. I kind of put that back a little bit. But I don't want to take too much bottom out of his voice, just enough.
And each person's voice is different.
That's why I don't use preset, because I can't use it like I use it on somebody that got a deeper voice. He got a raspy, light voice.
Of course.
So I can't take as much lows out on his voice as I can somebody else's voice. And now I go back to Slate, Old Faithful, mix rack. And this is the compressors and all that other stuff. Yeah, this computer moving kind of slow today. What up? So I'm gonna delete all this mess here.
Okay.
They got presets in here, but I don't never use them. I just kind of.
Hey, so all right, so tell everybody what this is right here. So when you pull this up right here, all right.
This is mix rack, so I could basically use 5 plugins
All right.
on one track. I mean, kind of just mixing it just regular without using that like a regular EQ, a compressor, de-esser. I'm using the same thing. I'm just using them all in this channel strip with those same ones. So.
All right, so the question was like, what would be an alternative if y'all didn't have the channel strip that Skeet is using right now? What would be an alternative to do it? So it pretty much just said he would break all of them down. He would do it the exact same way. It just wouldn't be inside of the channel strip. It'd be on each individual insert.
And it'll still be a channel strip because even if you put them, it's still a channel strip. This is just this has one built into it. It's basically like a 500 series. If you don't know what that is, that's a device where you kind of see where they have all these funny little blocks. It's basically like a rectangle case, and all these plug-in, they are actually hardware that looks just like this, and they slide it in the box and they route them to the computer. But it's a box look just like this, like exactly like that. Some of these look familiar if you think like this looks like the API plug-in. You got a plug-in like this that looks like the thing Dr. Dre be using, the Teletronics compressor. It's the same thing. It's just Slate got versions to it. Most of these companies be making the same thing. Someone just push out more power.
All right, so what's the first thing that you're using?
EQ.
All right.
I just basically put a little highs into it. These plugins so powerful you don't even have to go that high. I can go on one and you can tell the difference. And that's it. Then I add a compressor. I use this one. That's the peak reduction. That's basically like the threshold. See how I got lower? Because I compress it a lot. I don't want to compress it that much. To me, that sounds like a good level. Then I use this revival plugin. I like it because you get a little more sheen to it. I can add thickness to his vocal, which I'm probably not going to add no. If I do, it'll be light. I'm not going to add too much to it. And same thing with the shimmer. That's like high. See how it got real bright? You don't want to use too much.
Hit you with it.
Yeah, because I can tell too. See, this right here tell me. See how the high already is like, it's right where I want it to be. So if I add that sheen to it, see what it do when I add that sheen. Got that one. The wrong one. See, it really ain't go up too much. No, that's actually the mid. So that's the mid. The high is up there, so the high is pretty good. It still ain't. So if I want to add more high to it, I can, but I don't have to because he got a light voice already. So I can just add just a tad. Then I add another. See, that right there is like a very light compressor. Then I add another one. And I kind of cut my mix down a little bit on it.
Okay. And so this one is called the Monster, right?
Yeah, so what I do is I cut the mix down on it, so it's not pushing as hard.
All right, so go back over what you use. So first you use an EQ,
Yep.
well, then you use a slight compression.
Yep.
All right, then you use the revival.
Yeah. Then I go back to another compressor, but I cut the actual mix down on the compressor. So if I cut it up, you see how it sounds like it's too much. So I just basically cut it down.
Definitely. Yo, and one important thing, man. If you notice, he not peaking, he not going past zero on there one of the plugins. So keep in mind of that.
And then the last thing I add is a de-esser, which is this one. I like this one. People's going crazy today. And I wanted to get the high end the most. The high end range normally gonna be between 4,000 and 8,000. I go around that area right there, and I want it to be normal. So anytime you get that high, with the S word and kind of cleans all that up. Now I can start bringing in the vocals. One thing I do is I pan, like you say, his vocals are light, so I can kind of go wide with those because he got a bright voice. And then I use the spot dub. So on the spot dub, remove those because I hate all those stuff up there. So now on the spot dub, what I do is I put a 1-band EQ on it. and I thin out the spot dub a little bit so it'll sit in the middle of those vocals where you don't hear. So you probably can go around 2 something, 220.
Yeah, we in this bitch, turn up with the shit. Tell security, ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay, ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma let it go like go through with the shit. Yeah,
But not a spot dub, you hear it, but you don't hear it.
turn up with the shit. Tell security, ain't no point in searching. Yeah, we got the stick. It's okay, ain't nobody down if they don't try to click. But if they do, I'ma.
Then I could just go to the verse and I highlight the verse and just mute everything, kind of play it, it's on the same person, so I don't have to really do too much with it. Just make sure it ain't too loud.
I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way made up. Keep the strap like I was a stud, play pussy get fucked. You know me, I'm still
I'm gonna take this, I can copy that plugin by holding Alt and drag it over.
What the fuck you want? Just don't disrespect. Off the hill, you would think I slipped the way I'm finna slide. For my dogs, I don't need a horse,
Second
I'm
a little
always
bit.
gonna ride. You can take this
And a
off your
little bit.
bucket list, this ain't no shit to try. Like a scary move, you niggas won't make it out alive. Swear to God,
Hi-hat
you
the
and your
same. I
feelings
mean,
on
not
my
hi-hat,
bag.
ad-lib the same thing. I can drag it, but I won't cut more out of that one. And I can put a delay on it. You do that individually.
Hey man, he got that thing sounding good. I'm telling you, here.
I'm gonna use trim to kind of cut the beat down because the beat loud as hell.
It looked like you ain't do too much, Dusty. You ain't add a bunch of plugins. It looked pretty simple. Looked pretty simple, man. Not too many plugins, but it's sounding real good, man. It's
Yeah,
not
you
crowded,
don't really need a lot of those plugins.
overloaded with plugins and stuff like that. What's doing most of the heavy lifting?
Huh?
Say what's doing most of the heavy lifting? The God particle?
The God particle, of course. Whenever this thing stops spinning, I don't know why it's want to spin all of a sudden. But that God particle is, like if I cut the God particle off, you'll be like, oh yeah. You can damn near put the God particle on it, and it'll change the way it sounds completely already. And you just, like me, I mix to that.
Facts, I do the same thing, bro.
Look like computer froze or Pro Tools. I don't know why it's moving so slow today.
For those out there, serious about their craft, invest into that God particle.
Yeah, it's $159, I think.
Yeah, it's a great investment, man. Great investment.
Oh yeah, this gonna make me have to goddamn force quit. I don't understand.
Yeah, froze. That happens. Welcome to the life of an engineer.
Yeah. Dealing with
This
this.
is typical. This is normal. Normal.
That's crazy because
Don't forget
it don't
to
normally
save.
mess up like that, but
It
I don't
usually
know why it's tripping today, right now. Let me force quit.
always hit that save button.
Yeah, I don't know when last time I saved it. So
Still
gotta
got them
reopen it
back
back up. But sometimes you can goddamn go to the backup session and find the shit anyway. It just depends on when's the last time I hit save.
So that'll be good. It's good that it crashed down because now, you can show them exactly, if that end up happening to them in the future, they can,
Oh yeah,
pull
I guess
it,
it
go
did that
go
on
to the
purpose.
backup sessions and pick
I
that
guess it
back
did
up.
that on purpose then.
God is good, man. Want me to do it?
Who all in here? Dame, you still in here? Pro Tools is tripping. What is it doing?
Hey, so if y'all just not tuning in, man. All right, so what we did. This is Studio Etiquette 101. All right, I'm Brett Mixed. Skeet Skeet 229. And what we're doing today, man, what we have done, we've just recorded an artist live. All right, we just recorded an artist live from start to finish. All right, so we showed you how to set up the Pro Tools session. All right, once we went through the Pro Tools, show you how to set up the Pro Tools session. Show you what sample rate. All right, so then we showed you how to import the beat. All right, so once you import the beat, all right, you set that tempo. We showed you how to set the tempo. All right, once you got the tempo set, all right, we showed you how to set up a track. All right, so once we set that track up, we showed you how to bring in more tracks. All right, so we recorded the intro, we recorded the hook, we recorded the first verse. All right, and we showed you how to fly that hook one more time. All right. Make sure y'all drop some comments down there. Let us know. We take constructive criticism. All right, let us know what you think, man. What you agree with, what you don't agree with. What you think we could have done better. Do you have any questions on anything? Let us know. All right.
Yep.
So Skeet, how you feeling right now, man? Like, as far as like the song and the artist, how do you feel like he did it while he was in the booth?
He did perfect. I could tell he knew that, but you could tell because he didn't really mess up.
Mm-hmm.
And you get artists like that know they stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They can go in there and go ham, and you got some people that go in there. Like me, I don't like to record the punch in type thing. I hate that. That's a good way for me not to record you is by recording like that.
Gotcha.
I'd rather go in there because I feel like I can get more work done. If you just knew it and you come in and do it, you probably could do 3-4 songs if you know. Like easy. Like if he'd be the type of artist you go in the studio and record 4-5 songs a day and be happy about it.
Okay.
And you got some artists you could be in there 4-5 hours and record 1 or 2 songs, and you don't feel good about none of them. You just be like, just kind of fucked off in the studio today.
Gotcha. He just came in and just did something. All right, so Easy, man, we appreciate you coming through to drop that heat off on us, man. You showed artists how to record, how to go ahead and have it set up. Go ahead and have it set up the exact way that you want it to be recorded. All right.
So now when you record it, you ain't got to worry about
exactly, man. And so that's part of one of the tips that we gave you in the first episode. Come prepared. Mm-hmm. If you come prepared, already ready, man. So it seems like he already knew his verse. He knew everything from top to bottom with how he wanted his intro, how he wanted his verses. I mean his hooks, and then also how he wanted that verse. All right, so
he damn near could have rapped that. He probably could have one take that whole song.
Yeah, probably could have.
Yeah, like if we were just recording, he probably could have did that in 10 minutes. I probably could have recorded that with that whole song in 10 minutes. Without that part right there. But of course it was a tutorial, so I was short. So that just let you know how quick he recorded. He could have did it, and I could have got that done in 10 minutes because he already knew the song.
And so that saves time, and also that saves more money. You get more for your buck. So let's just say you're paying for studio time. You come in, like Skeet said, he would have recorded it if we wasn't doing the tutorial, and he just would have came in just a regular studio session, 10 minutes tops. All right, so now guess what he has? Now he has the option to do another song, or he can go ahead and say, hey, Skeet, go ahead and mix that one.
Yep.
All right.
And because it was so short, I probably could have mixed it in 10 minutes.
That gives him give you more time to actually be creative as an engineer to add your side to the song. So you come in there, you eat it up about 45 minutes in there, and then it's back in the man.
Yep, there you go.
Do the old switcheroo? Nah. It's a vibe.
All right. So right now, man, we just waiting on Pro Tools to click back up. We had to do a forced quit on it, man. Sometimes that's what you have to do in this engineering world, man. Nothing ever goes right. I mean, nothing ever goes right.
Doing something. Now, we were just saying, mess around, but Pro Tools didn't have a problem all day. I've been here since early today. I ain't been having no problem.
But these are one of the things. These are some of the things that happen, man. It just comes with the job. Yep. You just gotta know how to bounce back with it and keep on moving, man. Don't never let it get you down. None of that. All right.
Just imagine if you were recording on a bad computer. That's like the worst ever.
Oh man, something that's 8 gigabyte RAM, 250 gigabytes of storage.
All right, so like, subscribe, share, man. Make sure y'all share this live. Also, man, don't just watch it on Facebook. Go hit us up on YouTube, man. It's Good Shape Radio, Good Shape University. Man, type it in, search for it. Once you find it, subscribe to it. Man, we are here every Friday at 8 o'clock, man. CP time. And you know what CP time is.
Color,
Alright.
what color people time?
Color people time, man. We said 8 o'clock, but we might start at 8:15, 8:21. You know what we mean. Around about.
Pro Tools is acting funny right now. I'm trying to use it, so I want to act funny today.
Well, man, our babies, man, certain kid act up in front of the company, man. You know what I mean? That's what Pro Tools doing right now. That's our baby.
Damn.
She acting up in front of the company right now.
Now she don't want to open up at all. She's just bouncing up and down.
On that production, man, that beat was hard. That beat was tough.
Full Nells, okay.
Put them in them. Hey, Easy hopped on that thing.
Hey,
He
and
said, I wanna. That Nelson tag came on like,
I like that.
bruh, what going on? Wasn't a layer.
I like that, man. He bounced around with the
Update for it or something, and that's probably why they're doing that. One thing about this stuff, when you got these new systems, they will not work until you do an update.
So that was going on and need to update.
It might be because guard particles like that. When guard particle has an update, that bit will not open up. And if you got any session open up with that, you won't know it. Well, I know because I had to figure out why the fuck it kept working, but it was an update. So that's probably why.
So you needed to go into the app, the Cradle app.
Yeah, you have to go to the Cradle app and do the update, and then when you close out of Pro Tools and reopen it. They did all this. I don't want to tell you about myself. I just want to update. So I'm thinking that's probably why it's
G1,
not,
what's good? What's good, G1?
I think that's probably why it's not. So you got an Antar Duo. So you have a lot of yes. So that's probably what it is. It's probably got They don't never tell you because for some reason they're just not opening up, and it shouldn't be no reason why it's not. Sometimes you can go to the application folder and try to open it that way.
Mm-hmm. If you got some questions, talk to us, man. If you're in the comments,
Feel free to ask.
feel free to ask. Hell, if you can help somebody in the comments, answer it. You know what I mean? Put us on something. Hey, so Dame, if you're still on, tell me a little bit about that beat detective. All right, so if you're an engineer and you use Pro Tools and you know a little bit more about that beat detective, put me on point. Talk to me. Let me know, man. That was something. So we were talking about putting the tempo on the beat, getting the tempo for the beat. All right, so what Skeet did, and it's normally how I do it too. I play the beat, click it for the tempo, and then I tap it out. I tap T until I get that tempo. All right, then once I get that tempo, I see if it's set the correct way. Once I see it set, I'm good to go. But there's another way to do it as well that we just saw. Auto key. Auto key also gives you the key to the beat, and it also gives the BPM, which is the tempo. But someone in the comment, Dame, said that he uses Beat Detective. All right, so I've seen Beat Detective on Pro Tools before, but I've never used it. So if you've ever used Beat Detective or you know how to use it, man, drop it down in the comment. Let us know. Put me on point.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate that, Dame. I ain't know nothing about Beat Detective
I
until you brought that up.
used it before, but that shit it was confusing. it was one of them things I'd be like, I'll just do it the other way.
Yeah.
But I've seen it.
Gotcha.
Because I think when they be doing that, they be having where the tempo be locked and you can't move my tempo used to be locked and you could never go in there.
Boy, I
think that was Beat Detective.
Okay.
And I used to hate that because it'd be off and you can't change. It wouldn't let you go in and change, or I didn't know how to change it one.
Or if you do change it, it changed the whole.
Yeah, you have to change.
It changed the whole everything. I'm talking about slow the rate down. I mean, not the rate, but it's
But sometimes when they do that, you'll see like a little icon above the wave or the corner.
Mm-hmm.
If you see that, if you right click on it and go to use unwrap, it'll unwrap it. Basically undo the tempo change. But I think that's when they do it on sample or something like that. When it's on sample or it be on poly or something like that.
comment.
No, they ain't saying anything. No, he just said he used virtual DJ.
Hey, virtual DJ. That's a good one too. Give you the tempo.
Yeah, definitely. It's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, man. You know?
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, I love that. 1,000 ways to skin a cat, man. I wonder who the hell came up with that 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Who's skinning the cat out here?
I don't know.
Man, who the hell skinning the cat, man? But I mean, but like you said, Mr. 1,000 ways to skin the cat, man. As we've learned so far, there's not only one way to do just when you're engineering. All right, Skeet has his way of mixing things. I have my way of mixing things. Of course, Jay Keys, he has his way of doing things that are totally different from us too.
Absolutely.
We've in the first and second episode, we've talked about different programs that we use. Some people use Cubase. Some people use Steinberg Innuendo. Some people use Studio One.
Logic.
Some people use Logic. Yeah,
Logic. You know what I mean?
That was Just Blaze. I just watched a video today with him mixing a song with Dave East, and they used Logic. He made the beat in Logic and everything. And that bitch hard.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them instruments like making the beat in Logic.
Oh, Logic, them bitches rich.
Man,
boy.
I'm talking about woo.
Bitches sound so. Them probably the cleanest sounds I ever heard.
I'm talking about, boy. You can feel that. Boy, you can feel that beat in your veins.
It's like they mix all of those sounds. They just be mixed to like mastered to a T. Like the strings and the piano keys and the synth lead. Them bitches they just sound big.
Yeah. Another great thing about Logic too, man, they got that Adobe Atmos already in the plug-in with the update. So, you know, that's the next step to music.
Okay, we back.
Yeah.
You got it back up. I think. Oh yeah, I think it was said. I really was done. I think after that, it was just done.
We back.
Huh?
Just don't disrespect. Off the hip, you would think I slipped the way I'm finna slide. For my dogs, I don't need a horse, I'm always gonna ride. You can take this off your bucket list, this ain't no shit to try. Like a scary move, you niggas won't make it out alive. Swear to God, you and your feelings, I'm in my bag. I'm so rich, you check my tag. Put a few goals across the bottom, I'm smiling that made a man. Smoking no ball.
Hey, I thought he was gonna drop that
we
beat
don't do
back
that.
here. I said,
Security
check him.
at the door while I brought my team through the back. You out here chasing clout, but I'd rather be chasing racks. Then come back to the city and put that bitch on the map. This BBE forever, I put that shit on my casket. It ain't no point in asking, bitch. Yeah, they don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way back up. Keep the strap like I was a stud, play pussy, get fucked. You know me, I'm still a bulimic, throwing up my set. You can bang what the fuck you want, just don't disrespect. Off the hip, you would think I slipped the way I'm finna slide. For my dogs, I don't need
Hey,
no
so
horse,
and you
I'm
cut
always
that beat
gonna
out so you
ride.
can
You
get
take this off your bucket
a
list,
deeper
this ain't no
feel
shit to try.
for
Like a scary movie,
just
you
the vocals
niggas
and how
won't
they
make it
sound,
out
right?
alive. Swear to God, you and your feelings, I'm in my bag. I'm so red, you can check my tag. Put a few goals across the bottom, I'm smiling, that made them mad. Smoking about a gag, cause that Reggie, we don't do that. Security at the door while I brought my team through the back. You out here chasing clout, but I'd rather be chasing rats. Then come back to the city and put that bitch on the map. This BBE forever, I put that shit on my casket. It ain't no point in asking, bitch. Yeah, they don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way back up. Keep the strap like I was a stud, play pussy, get fucked. You know me, I'm still a bulimic,
so
throwing up my
explain fresh air to him.
Add a little fresh
Mike?
Yeah, add a little fresh air to the track. It's actually free. If you got Slate, you can get it free from the Slate website. It's a free plug-in. So as long as you got Slate, you basically get it. If you got any UAD. The only thing I hate about this is there ain't really much I can do to this beat, really.
It's a little muddy.
Huh?
It's a little muddy. You could probably take a little bit
It's flat.
from the 200 range.
Yeah, it's flat too. They ain't really got no bass in it. So it's kind of flat, so it ain't really got no.
I don't need a horse, I'm always gonna ride. You can take this
I
off your
go back and check to make sure I ain't got bass too loud, which is still kind of decent.
They don't try to click, but if they do, I'ma let it go like I'm through with this shit. I'm with my partners, we came from the bottom, ain't no way back up.
So that's really it. So,
All right, so you gonna bounce it down?
hell no.
I said, man, bounce it down again. Show them how to do it once they finish it. What the next
Oh,
step
okay.
is.
I was finna goddamn. Oh, so the next step is.
All right, so now that Skeet he's finished, so he's done with his mixing process of what he did. So we showed that from the get go, from start to scratch, from starting from scratch, from start to finish, recording the track, all right, down all the way down to the mixing process. Now that he's finished with the mixing process of it, the last step of it, so it can play on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I said. We're going. Oh. Okay. So.
Well, no, just so they can understand like what the next step is.
Yeah,
Once they finish.
yeah. When I bounce it down, I'm gonna do it offline anyway, so they're not gonna be able to hear it. I mean, it's gonna be cool. It ain't gotta be like back in the day. We got to listen to the whole song. But one thing, let's say, and if you want to get this, if you look at how the volume is, like if I want to send this in for master, I can't send this version to master. To master.
You're a genius.
I can't send this version
All right, so and why? And explain to them why you can't send that version
because it's already
too high.
pretty much too hot. So when they master that, the master process is gonna bring all that stuff up. Now your song gonna be basically messed up.
Yeah. So
Like that's still too loud. So you want when you send the master, you want it to be probably about right.
you could just take off the limiter Skeet on a God's particle, and you can leave it on. That's the only thing that was making it like.
About right there, about -6, in between -6, -3. Like that. So then they got a little headroom to master with. Normally, if I do that, I would cut the plug in, like you said, I would just cut something down. But that still ain't work. But I don't want to do that too much because that basically deactivates a lot of that plug-in. So I don't want to deactivate the plug-in. I would just cut the master down. I want that plug-in to do what it's doing. So you turn the limiter and the input and the output down. You basically turning the volume of that. Basically turning the input of that plug-in. So whatever the plug-in was supposed to be doing, you can cut the volume down so bad so it don't have the same mixing feel no more. So I just cut the master track down till they get up in that range I wanted to, which is like right there. Now they can master that and got a little room to play with.
All right. So now what's that last step? So now that we've got the headroom, we've got it to the point where the headroom is good on the master track. All right. What's the final step? What do they do next?
Now, if you want to bounce it down, just highlight the beat with the end of the beat. Then you can either do file, bounce, mix, or if you know those shortcut is Alt, Command, and B. Yeah, Alt, Command, and B. And you can do it as wave, and then you can also click there and it'll do an MP3 too. And
you want to name your song. Let it go.
Let it go. Then I changed that separate from 96 back to 44-100, which is like CD quality. That's what CDs are basically done in, 44-100. And I'm gonna bounce it. You could put wherever you want to, but I always bounce it in the session folder. And it's a folder that they created. They do this on the new version of Pro Tools. They got a folder that say bounce file, so it'll always go there if you select it. And I select offline because I didn't heard it, and I don't have to listen to it again. Then MP3, you could do all the tagging and all that stuff there. IRC code, all that crap. You could do all that. Change it to hip hop. Put the tempo in, I think. All that stuff. Name artist. So I'm trying to think. Does it do? I don't think it do it like Studio One. Studio One, you could put the CD cover, the tempo, everything on that thing. So when you bounce it down, it's ready. And when you do that, when you bounce it down, like a lot of people used to ask me how I get my MP3s to show up like that. When I bounce down my MP3s and they get it, the MP3 shows up as the album art. Gotcha. So when they click on it, it comes up with the artist name, the album art. It don't just have the music note and just have such final mix. Yeah,
there you go. Perfect. And so that's in Studio One, right?
You could do it. Art. Yeah, you could do it that way, or you could just put it in iTunes and get info and put all that information in.
Gotcha.
But when you do it in what's called, you could do that when you open up the session. You can do all of that.
Okay.
And when you get to bounce it down, you can also do it too.
Okay.
When you open up a session, you can go in there and select. It basically looks just like this screen that's up. You can kind of select that. It has a tempo, album art. I think you put the IRC code in there, all that stuff.
All right, and that's in Studio One?
Yeah.
All right.
And you just hit OK.
All right, so once you hit OK, and the magic is done.
Yep, and this is the offline mix.
So, the offline bouncing down. So
yeah,
you won't hear it play.
Sometimes you can hear it play. Because you have some art that be like, hey, can you play it one more time? But sometimes I kind of do the offline mix because sometimes I don't want to hear it again. So I just kind of bounce it down secretly. And they don't be knowing I bounce it down. I be like, it's done. But sometimes they'll have you. If you let them get you, they'll get you. You'll sit there and play it 7 times in a row.
Yeah.
And you be trying to move on and do something else. And they be wanting to goddamn hear that bit 7 times in a row. Oh, that's raw to my metadata.
Yeah, metadata. That is very important. That'll save you time when it comes to
me and Brad finna switch seats.
All right.
Distributing your tracks. You know, you'll have that metadata. That was good, man. Skeet did his thing. Very, very, very good points, good tips.
Damn, bro, your chill low here.
All right, just like that, and that bounce is done.
Close that bitch out.
All right. Close that session.
Okay.
Say change the.
Look at Roy, got a little info.
Yeah, that metadata is important.
You kind of can install this. You want to uninstall the update while you waiting on Hotmart? Just hit the install. He just came in the front door. Yeah, do that install. Waiting for Pro Tools. Sometimes it be tricky. So while we waiting on Hot, we finna reload this. What's it called that? You make sure what Hot is. You come in and make sure his level height right
For the session. Gonna get the mic level right. Making sure the
All right,
artist
so
is
if you just
good.
now tuning in, what we just did, man, we just recorded King Easy. Welcome. Oh, let me say that. Welcome to Studio Etiquette 101. I'm Bread Mixed It. That was my dog Ski 229 that was in here. We got players in this thing. We got that boy J Key.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
popping in the song. Like, you know, a scratched up CD sound, or it sound like a CD got static on it. That's what it gonna sound like. Just hit okay. Yeah, so it's just gonna have. So that's why, like, even though CD's still one quality, everything still use that quality. Like, they still don't change that shit. So the key for having that popping and static in your song, you still don't want to bounce down in 96. I've seen people bounce down in that version to get it and then send off to be mastered, and they do some more shit, but when they send it back to you, they send it back in 44-100 anyway. So all the streaming companies still use it.
Mm-hmm.
44-100 is like the best. About the best quality you're gonna get. As far as the output of the rest of that stuff, it's so-so. Shit popping. What is it? What's this here? 500. All okay. Okay.
Hey, not too much, Skeet. Not too much. Not too much.
That boy ain't got the goddamn thing in here. Yeah, what you got the thing? The arm?
Oh, yeah.
I like to fail about 3 times in here.
Hey, for some reason I thought that was an actual engineered like chair without that thing on the side.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was meant to be like that.
Yeah. Nah, they be meant to be here.
Damn.
Okay. You go that right now. It's still doing it. It's probably gonna take a second. Oh,
There we go. There we go.
So now Bread finna open up. Player got to switch to the screen.
We got Bread Mixed It.
Yo.
It's Sersky.
Bread Hendrix. Bread Hendrix not sound like Jimi Hendrix. It's just where the Hendrix come from?
Young Future.
Oh.
Yeah, because I felt like back in those times, I felt like I was Future and not rapping. It was a Hendrix. It was a
Yeah, he
Hendrix.
sang. Yeah, did you accept the beat?
It was a Hendrix lifestyle.
I don't know if Hot can't hear. I finna say, what's the name of the song?
No,
Hey, Hot, what's the name of the song? That boy ain't even. He said, but now the new thing is HD streaming. See, that shit all sound the same to me.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta turn the sample, the playback engine back to 512.
Oh yeah, before you record.
Yeah.
And again with this right here, you're gonna have to. Who mentioned me in a bunch of?
That thing loading up.
Yeah, he said it's slowly converting. Yeah, it probably gonna be a while before they fully convert to everything.
So who we got in the comments?
Oh no, he just said that they was slowly gonna be converting.
Yeah, like they slowly converting over to Dolby Atmos.
Reading from. Okay. So let me see who is. So
Yep.
I'm lost.
Surround sound 360. Sound coming around your head. You be like, oh, what the world?
Oh shit, they got that new shit out now. I'm trying to learn.
What, the Dolby Atmos?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to get on right there.
that's the, and most of the cars that they making now has to have that type of system. So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get on now.
perfect to get on top of that now, get ahead of that technology, because AI is going to change the world. I mean, it already has.
That's exactly what I'm trying to get on right now.
All right, so right now, man, we waiting on the artist to get inside of there. Once we get started, once the artist comes and get inside of the booth, man, we'll go ahead and get started. So right now, what we got on the screen, man, is the session startup. All right, so we haven't signed in just yet.
Oh, that's a new stuff that came with it. That one never before.
What?
That top thing?
Yeah, that one never.
Oh, okay, I guess so.
That's new.
Oh, that's an update.
Yeah, it was the update. They got some you can do
That
record,
yeah.
edit, mix, and you got to stretch out musical ideas.
I'm sure
I don't know
probably
what
mine
it
gonna need
I've
that.
seen that
Sketch
before.
out musical ideas.
Oh no, I seen that at the house because I updated mine, but I didn't. I still don't know what that is.
Oh snap! Now we got
So
something new in this thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna really check that out when I get to the house and find out what that is. The sketch musical, I guess you could draw out some stuff. I don't know.
Sketch. Oh, that looks like you can make the beats. They have a app for that. It's Sketch.
So is that it right there?
Yeah, Sketch. I recall that Sketch. It's like where you can make beats on your tablet. That's the actual thing for Pro Tools.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to find. I'm gonna have to get.
Remember when you was telling me it was a app for Pro Tools now on the tablet?
No, that's
Like the
just
phone?
a mix on though. That was what I be using to mix. That's the.
Oh, okay. I
Euro-
think it was somebody probably else then.
Yeah, no, that's some new stuff. Cause when I updated my Pro Tools, I seen that, but I don't know what it is.
I think I had downloaded at one point in time on my.
Yeah, but if you got Avid control on your computer, you can actually see that shit and download. But it only work on Apple products. Which, if you were trying to teach somebody how to engineer, that's the best thing. Is you control. That's basically what the S1 is. Yeah, it look a little different though. It just look like it. Sketch window is a non-linear clip-based creation environment. Also, what on the sketch?
Yeah, look, it's right here. Ski, you see
I
it?
seen it. You say you got to download the iPad.
Yup, you see it? Yup. I remember seeing it one point in time, and you can make beats on that. They got it to where you can make beats on it now.
Put that on that iPad though. Go on, goddamn. I got to stay with the time.
Yep. And that's the thing, this music stuff is always changing. You got to stay on top of it, because if not, you can get left behind.
That's crazy. Me and Mario talking about today. I was showing him stuff. You like, well, how you be knowing about this stuff? I don't be knowing about nothing. I be like, Mario, but I be on YouTube, but I be watching. I said, I be watching these industry engineers, so they be mixing. I be looking at the plugins they use, and I just go look at it and find out. Be like, how much they plug-in they be using? I see a lot of engineers that I know of doing this, using this shit. So I said, shit, I don't want to be left behind. I want my shit to sound just as good as theirs. I'm gonna download that bit too. That's how I find out about God Particle. That's how I find out about the mix rack and shit. Like, I've seen it before, but shit, when I started goddamn seeing all these big time people
using it, yeah. You be like, hold on.
You this shit too.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm finna start using what's it called? Anno 2? You ever heard of that? It's a VST. I seen Just Blaze use it. And he was making some fire beats out of it.
It's ANA.
Yeah, so it's a VST plugin.
We back in the thing, y'all. Hot just got inside of the booth, man. So the artist that we got inside of the booth right now, man, we got Big Hot.
The biggest.
You know what I mean? The biggest.
The biggest.
We got the biggest in that thing, man.
Not the smallest.
Yeah, we got the biggest, not the smallest, man. What's up, Hot?
Yes, Hot has arrived. Hot has arrived.
Okay. Hey, so Hot, what's the name of this?
Deep end, diving out the deep end.
The deep end. All right.
Yes.
All right. So first, what we do, man? We name the track first, y'all. So once we name that track, all right, you go ahead and put that in. Deep in. All right, it's already set the way it's gonna save to what location I want it to save to. We already created that, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hit create. All right, we're not doing it from a template. We're doing it straight from scratch. All right, so the next thing that we do is what we do, man. We go ahead and go to File. We're gonna go all the way down to Import. Once we go to Import, we're gonna go to Audio. All right, we're gonna select that beat. So he's already sent that beat in to me. All right. There we go. All right, we're gonna click Convert. We're gonna convert that thing over. All right, we're gonna open it up. All right, so now that we got that thing, open it up, processing the audio. All right, there it is. Oh, that beat look like it's loud, y'all. Oh my
Ooh, that big got a little juice in it, boy.
All right. So like Skeet said, man, we're gonna go to the beginning. We're gonna go to the beginning of it. All right, we're gonna click that thing on shuffle. All right, we're gonna start where it start.
And you can press R and T to go forward and backwards.
Okay, yeah, I did do that, didn't I? So we call those hotkeys.
But you got to make sure that at the top, I should have used the Raven board with the shortcuts and shit. Yeah, but you got to make sure that AZ is checked in order for those hotkeys to work.
All right, and the AZ is right here in the corner. All right. All right, so now we're gonna create now we're gonna throw our tempo in there.
Oh shit. Ooh, that be big.
All right, so what I like to do, so whenever I get a beat like that, man, it's already peaking, man. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and open up on it. So some people they turn it down. What I like to do is I like to go down here to Waves Audio, and I go down here right here to Trim. Where we at, Trim?
You know you can search for it.
Oh snap!
That's what I be doing. I don't know where it's at. No, I think that's a Pro Tools plugin. I think it's up on the Avid.
All right, there we go. I
Yeah,
put
it's
that
Avid
trim
plugin.
in there. And so normally what I like to do, man, I'll go ahead and send mine down to maybe about 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Just let's say 4.5. We'll go in between though. All right, just to see what's going on. Then we'll play it again just to see what it look like. All right, so I think I go down just a little bit more.
I ain't gonna lie, that beat sound cold though.
Yeah, we'll go down to 5.5, and that should get it right there. All right, so now luckily what this producer did, he put the tempo for me in the name of the beat, so I don't even have to tap it, figure it out, do the audio key. I already know exactly what it is. So it says deep end 145 BPM, so I already know that BPM is 145. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna type in 145. All right, so I'm gonna go back up here at the top because I already got my tempo. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and click and add my tracks. All right, so Skeet started out with about, how many tracks you started out with?
10.
10.
All right, so that is a good number. All
I
right.
always try to estimate whatever I use. I always try to be like, if I can record this song using this amount of tracks,
So I'm gonna
still make it big.
I'm gonna do 10 mono audio tracks. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click create.
Bam.
All right, I already know what I want to do. So my very first track, what am I gonna do to it? It's gonna be my record track. All right.
If you see it say VOX, that's the same thing. That's just vocal. I don't know why they put the X, but they just put VOX. But that means vocal. Yeah, you can name them too. You can name them. I didn't know that till I just seen somebody do that. I always just named them. I just clicked on the one that was like, damn, you can actually name this shit. Yeah, I used to do the same thing. But I didn't. Okay. But I typically I don't normally name it anyway till when I'm recording.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is, man, we're gonna do. So we got the tempo, Robert. We got the beat pulled in, tempo set. We got our tracks already up, and we already know what we're gonna record. What track that we're gonna record on. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a test run.
All right, we're gonna do a test. So just run through it.
Correct. All right, so we're gonna go right here to our inputs and make sure our input is set. All right, so it is on mic line 1. All right, mono. So we know that's where it's coming from.
You in there hot?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, we finna run the test run real fast. Get it to me like regular, and we're gonna see where your levels at. All right, here we go.
A bit bad.
I'm diving out the deep end, like that curse for my truck. Can't keep it. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean in the sleeping. So we gonna hit her.
No, I just want to see where you was at real fast.
Squeaking.
All right, you ready? So what we doing? We doing you got an intro for it?
Nah, I ain't gonna do no intro. I'm gonna just let a few bars skip, and then I'm gonna come in with the hook. You feel me?
All right, you ready for it? So straight hook, right?
Straight to it.
All right, here we go. From the top.
Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Like that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
All right, what we doing next to the hook? No spot there, nothing like that. Just straight ad libs. 10, you ready?
Go to where the numbers at. Where the numbers at? The arrow. Up and down. Up where the numbers at.
I'm diving out the deep end. Flight that curse for my truck. Can't peek it. Nah. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. To kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
Hmm.
Yep.
I bet.
I'm diving out the deep end. To kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, diving in
If you recording too, you don't want to have the speakers up too loud where you hear it in the booth in the microphone.
Right.
Sometimes you can hear it.
No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a coat. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to the list, man. Scoot to the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch, Emily. And you can get a zip for a grant and 6 Benjamin. Woo. Do the math. What that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 big bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different.
Okay, go for
Hey,
it.
catch them spots you missed. Hey, as you coming in with them spots that you missed, kind of wrap along with what you already got, so it can blend.
I'm diving out the deep end to kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Hey, I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Hey, 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. Nah, I am to the list, man. Scoot to the Gresham Road. Yeah, that's a simile. White bitch, Emily. And you can get a zip for a grant and 6 Benjamin. Do the math. What that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 big bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different.
Said it. What you said? Shit, run them. I like them. They clean.
That's hard, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, you ready?
I'm diving out the deep end.
See, do what you get when you get people that's goddamn know they shit.
I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Hey, 2,000 for my feet, 2,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. Nah, I am to the list, man. Scoot to the Gresham Road. Yeah, that's a simile. White bitch, Emily. And you can get a zip for a grant and 6 Benjamin. Do the math. What that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 big bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different.
All right, what else you want to it?
Find the hook. That's all it is. Puzzle.
I'm diving off the deep end.
All right. So I'm gonna start you at the end of the verse, and then come back and do. I'm starting at the end of the verse, then come do the hook. All right, here we go. End of the verse.
I heard it through the wire. My ex bitch miss. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Like that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in.
All right, are you keeping on ad lib that you already had? All right, same spot then. You ready?
I heard it through the wire. My ex bitch miss. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Like that curse for my truck, you can't peek it. I'm diving off the deep end. I say I'm diving in your bitch, nigga. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, 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 yes. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in.
Doom.
All right, start your middle of the hook.
I'm diving off the deep end. I say I'm diving in your bitch, nigga. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, 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 yes. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, that ain't broke the pot. Goodbye, sir. One more time.
All right, I'm gonna start you a little bit closer.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, that ain't broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a simple flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
All right, spot dubbing it. All right, you should do it again. All right, same spot.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, that ain't broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a simple flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
All right, same spot. Spot double ad lib. All right, here we go.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, that ain't broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a simple flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
Hey, if y'all just not tuning in, Studio Etiquette 101, man. We starting, we doing it in a recording session live, man. We got Big Hot in the studio right now, man. He's inside the booth. He just did the hook, first verse, and flew the hook. Well, he did the hook again. All right, now we're starting on the second verse. All right.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Kingston Bluster. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Flight that curse for my truck. You can't.
Did you replace the second?
Hey, that's what I did. Yeah.
Kingston Bluster. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Flight that curse for my truck. You can't peek it. Nah. I'm diving off the deep end. Two hook can be different though. You feel me?
Yep. Yep.
Like building up the suspense. You feel me?
Shit, yeah, we good with that.
Let me hear it from the top.
All right, back from the top.
Kingston Bluster. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Flight that curse for my truck. You can't peek it. Nah. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Take you the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Hey. I'm diving in your bitch, diving in your bitch. Batman and Robin with the switch. Hey, 2,000 for my feet, 2,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck it though. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real. I ain't fucking with no messing hoe. Nah, I am to the lesbians, Gucci the Gresham roll. Yeah, that's a simile. White bitch, Emily. You can get a zip for a grand and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what that's it, fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitch. I heard it through the Wi-Fi. My ex bitch miss. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, yes, yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Flight that curse for my truck. You can't peek it. I'm diving off the deep end. I say I'm diving in your bitch, nigga. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes, 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 yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck. I'm in the smoker spot. Population game. They broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a zipper flower. He can't tell me if it coconut. Woo. That's it. Yes. Hey, get what though? It's a couple spots in the ad libs in that verse that, you know what I'm saying, they were kind of off. And then some of those spot doors were off.
All right, want to run them back?
Yeah, run it back for me.
All right, so I'm gonna run the spot door back on that first verse.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Matter of fact, let's just go and redo it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
All right, so I'm gonna keep the main verse to do the spot doors and the ad libs.
Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to the lesbian, Scooch at the Gresham Road. That's a simile, white bitch Emily. You can get a zip for a Brent and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, well that's 650. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch miss. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving out the deep end. I went on, caught him then, man.
All right, ad lib, ready? All right, same spot.
I'm diving out the deep end. To kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Yes. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. I did it with my wrist, nigga. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. I can. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real, nigga. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to the lesbian, Scooch at the Gresham Road. Yes. That's a simile, white bitch Emily. You can get a zip for a Brent and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, what that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 big bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch miss. Yes. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving out the deep end. Lit then, what?
Is that what he said?
I said I was lit then.
Yeah.
I felt that motherfucker. Let me hear that one. That might your hair. I'm diving out the deep end. To kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Yes. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. I did it with my wrist, nigga. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. I can. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real, nigga. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to the lesbian, Scooch at the Gresham Road. Yes. That's a simile, white bitch Emily. You can get a zip for a Brent and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, what that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch miss. Yes. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving out.
Yes, sir. Hey, so we're gonna run it back as a collective. We all here. Hey, now, just to get my feedback straight up, it sound good to me. But we're gonna run it back. Like I said, we're running back as a collective, and we all think, you know what I mean? What's your thoughts on it?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they mix it.
Right now, we ain't got to. Right. Easy, Jesus. I got you. All right, so I'm gonna play it back, man. We all listen to it as a collective. I'm turning it up a little bit.
I'm diving out the deep end to kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Yes. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. I did it with my wrist, nigga. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love
Oh. All right. All right, so what we just did, y'all, man, if you still tuning in, we just recorded the first hook, the first verse, second hook, and then we did partial of a second verse. All right. All right, so now, all right, so what I like to do, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all the things that I didn't use. All right, so tracks 7 through 10, I didn't use those at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear some of that up. I'm gonna go ahead and get those out of there. All right. All right, so what I like to do is too, man, I like to color code, man. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm put my hooks as yellow. All right. There we go. And I'm put my verses. We just do it all off the wall color. We'll do a light blue. Well, now let's do it purple. There we go. Yeah, purple, violet, whatever you want to call it, man. All right, so now what we do, so now that we have it like that, man, I can actually see it. All right, so now we're gonna bring on the aux track, man, bus tracks, whatever you want to call them. All right,
Sins.
yeah, sins. All right, so Skeet use 3, man. I'm gonna use 4 of them, man. So I'm gonna damn. I did that wrong, y'all. I did moving fast. All right, so we're gonna take them out. All right, so we're gonna go back up here to track. All right, we're gonna go to new. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna do 4, and we're gonna do them in stereo. All right, and what we're doing aux inputs. There we go. Boom, just like that. All right, so what that first one gonna be? We're gonna name that vocals. All right, that second one, we're gonna name that reverb. All right, and that third aux, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that is a half delay. All right, so now we're gonna do this second one as a quarter delay. Hmm? Yeah, I got one for the vocals at the top. All right. So for my vocals, man, we're gonna put that input as bus 1, 2. My reverb, that's gonna be bus 3, 4. All right, so my half delay, that's gonna be bus 5, 6. All right, and my quarter delay, that's gonna be bus 7, 8. So of course, all my vocals you already know. All right, so with this right here, this record track, I'm not gonna completely get rid of it, but I'm just gonna hide it and make it inactive. I'm not gonna delete it,
Skeet,
but right now I don't need it.
Start hitting my mic, nigga.
All right, so everything that's highlighted right here, man, these are my vocals. I'm having those routed to. We're gonna do shift and alt. All right, and we're gonna go over here to our outputs. And where do we want those to go? We want those to go to bus 1 and 2. What that? Oh yeah. Just go back into the clip list, bring it right back. If like he need to go back in and add something. Yeah. Yeah, versus me just delete it and then just have to pull a whole nother track back up. Yeah. All right. All right, so on mine, man, what I like to do is I like to go in, I like to do me a vocal sweep as well, man. So normally I like to use, all right, so Skeet be using Slate Digital, man. I like to keep mine simple as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I'm going, sometimes I go Avid, man. Sometimes I go, you know what I mean, Pro Tools. Sometimes I go Waves. So I'm going to go these Waves. I'm going to go to that Q1. Just cut just a little bit, man. Not a whole bunch of it.
what the other one kind of did. It just kind of cut the low end to boost the highs.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is, man, I'm probably just gonna mute everything else out, and I'm just gonna focus on that first that first hook.
Oh, I finna say cutting the low end out too. That helps with shit like the AC playing, air conditioning in the background, and
Oh, most definitely.
that's. Yeah.
All the way around, yeah.
Because certain sounds pick up in that frequency. It's a rumble, so that's
Yep.
how elephants communicate in that frequency is 60. So if you can figure out how to communicate like that, you can talk to an elephant.
Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Light that curse for my truck. You can't peek in.
All right, so then after that, man, what I like to do, man, I like to do me a small, just itty bitty little bit of compression, man. And so what I do is I'm going back to these ways, man. Like I said, I keep it old school and simple. What I do is I go over here to this R. Where we at? That R compressor. Just to keep it simple and plain, man. All right. Of course, it'll give you a lot to work with. All right. And we want this only just enough.
Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end.
That way, at least touch every word.
I'm diving off the deep end. Light that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Light that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
All right, not too much on that thing, man. We just put just a little bit of something on there. Just enough for the touch, just a little bit.
I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Light that curse for my truck. You can't peek in.
All right, so then normally what I like to do is, man, I like to go in and put a little EQ, like a hard EQ on there, man. But I think, guess what, man?
Oh,
I'm
using that old Skeet goddamn chain I showed you. With the
Yeah.
with the goddamn double compressor, but you do the slight one and
In the hard compression. Yeah, man.
and
But I
slight
think,
EQ and the hard EQ.
yeah, man, I think what I'm going to do is, man, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to switch it up, man. I like that that EQ that you use.
The HQ.
No, what is the FG?
F6 waves. No, there it is.
So what you just use inside the slate?
Oh, FG.
FG. So can I use it as a standalone and not in it? Oh, so I got to use it in there.
It's probably somewhere. I can't remember what is a replica of.
It's a replica. You talking about FG, the compressor?
No, the EQ. It's one of them because I know like the what's called is like the AP. It's like a replica of the SSL. You got one that's like the API.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Old Faithful, man. What I always use. I'm finna go to this IK multimedia.
Oh, that T-Rack.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to that T-Rack, man. If all else fail, go with Old Faithful, what I'm used to. All right. Yeah, man. So like we said, man, we use presets a little bit right here, man. So we're gonna go to this.
Change the preset.
Yeah, there you go. Just change it up a little bit.
They there for a reason.
There you go. I don't want to take too much.
Diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
All right, now then I'm gonna do my heart compression. And I'm gonna go back to Old Faithful once more.
You talking about that? Hard compressor.
Yes.
Kings and blusters.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
Kings and blusters.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
All right. So then what I like to do, man, I like to go in and add my gate. All right, so now this help out with a lot of that background noise as well. Hey, so you gotta explain to me what I've heard that before. I don't know what the Discord is.
And engage more with them, like a one-on-one type stuff. Yeah.
Like 2K when they be trying to find leads and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that play the game, they kind of join people Discord. And a lot of the YouTubers that be gaming, they have Discords where they have
You can
tournaments
network.
and
That network on there, meet new people. You know, it's definitely good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Kings and blusters.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end.
All right. Man, what I do, man, I keep it pretty simple, man. I go over here to this. Yup. Right here to that reverb right there, man. And like how Skeet said he does. I'm gonna go over here to this sin track right here. All right. And I'm gonna send that to bus 3 and 4. And I'm gonna have it all the way up so I can go through which one of these I want to use.
Yes.
Kings and blusters.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Yes.
Kings and blusters.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Like that curse my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
It's them, bro, them ad-libs and forgetting the ad-lib, them things, bro. They set it off. They set it off, bro. Them ad-libs go crazy.
All right, what I like like to use it for my delays, man. Keep it old faithful. H delay.
That H delay is like one of the best delay plugins, or I'm gonna say one of my go-to plugins.
You want to know what I heard is the best one?
Well, who?
You ever heard of kilohertz?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I don't know now. Echo Boy pretty good too.
Oh yeah. Yes sir.
No.
Yes sir. Yes.
You heard of repeater?
Is that a newer?
It's made by it's Slate. It might be made by Slate.
Nah, that's my first time hearing that.
Yeah, but that kilohertz, it's not made. It's made by kilohertz, but it's up on the Slate. Like a lot of mixing tutorials and videos I be watching people mixing, they use that shit. Like that shit got limiter, compressor, all that shit. And it's simple too. It just like, especially when you got like doing weird shit, the vocals and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they use. I told that shit to Mario today.
I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end.
All right. Then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna cut the ad lib back on. And I like to pan mine just a little bit. You know what I mean? Make sure everything ain't just centered off. Have a little room for everything. All right. So I already know if I got my so I turned my my hook lead down just a little bit. So I already know, man, when he came in, he gave me some real good ad libs. So I already know I need to turn those down before I even play them. Turn those down a little bit more than what my verse is.
Yes. Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes.
All right. And I like to sweep my frequency on this a little bit. You know what I mean? Give it that kind of high pass filter sound a little bit, but not a whole bunch of it though. Maybe let's say about 425. If it'll let me go there. I just gotta type that thing in there. Yeah, there we go.
Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end.
Right. What I like to do is, man, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of them delays on there. All right, now this is just the hook.
Takes and blustered. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. Like, subscribe, share. We here every Friday, 8 p.m. until when we doing this all. Make sure I say this.
I'm at 8 p.m. CP time.
Yeah, 8 p.m. CP time. Make sure you remember that, man. We on CP time. So if you see it at 8 o'clock, man, and we don't just start right there, don't worry.
I mean, we in the building.
coming.
We just gearing up.
We coming. Might be 8:15, might be 8:21, might be 8:33. We here though. All right. So make sure you stay locked in with us, man. Also, make sure you follow us. Bread Mixed It on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Bread Hendricks on Facebook, Skeet229. On mainly all social media. Facebook, you can catch him, Datavius Skeet.
God damn, cuz.
Yeah, man. Hey, shit, man. Well, I want him to find you, man. We also got Player the Mail and everything. Man, you can find him locked in each and every day, man. On Mondays, make sure you tune in with him, man. He's with the Monday Review, Good Shapers on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
You know it. All right, man. We also got Jay Keys in this thing.
Yo,
Yes, sir, man. Let them know where they can find you at, Jay.
Hey man, Instagram y'all can find me at jkeys305 and Facebook John Keys, man.
And we cannot forget, man. We got the biggest. Yes, sir.
The
Let
biggest.
them know. Hey,
Smallest,
where can
but the
they find you, man?
Find me on Instagram at the real_big hot, big with 2G, hot with 2T. You know, everywhere else, man. I'm just big hot boy.
All right. So right now, man, what we got, man? We got Deep End from Hot Boy, from the biggest hot. He just recorded this, man. We just did a live recording. If you're just not tuning in, that's what we've been doing since 8 o'clock, man. So we Skeet did one already. This is the second one that we're doing tonight. All right. So hopefully, if you've never recorded before, hopefully you learn some quick tips. Damn, Skeet, you just showed me this.
What?
Them.
Trying to fade.
Yeah. And I done did it.
Man, yeah.
Just putting on fades. They putting on fades at the end. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me real fast, man. Shit, man. Nigga gotta go to the bathroom. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Bread
When
mixed
nigga
it,
be
man.
doing them
He
fades,
is
you know,
on
you
it,
need to
man.
concentrate.
He getting it right, man. That's right. He getting it right.
Just in case I did.
That butter.
I got my tissue with me.
Say so.
Oh man, you know, just saying, man. That boy Bread getting it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We need to goddamn. We gotta figure out what we're gonna talk about next week. What can we?
I feel like what's
I don't know. I think if anything, if we do, I want to say, I would say, I don't know, that's a good one. Probably beat tracking out beats. That process. 2 ways you can do it. You can export that shit out of whatever you use, or you can record them in the Pro Tools. That's the method I use. I record mine in the Pro Tools.
let's see.
So I have a little theory of why I do that, opposed to extracting them out in Pro Tools and whatever I use to make the beat, and then insert it. Make the quality just be better.
Is it just mainly about like studio etiquette? Is it just mainly?
Yeah, it's just studio. It's just basically all the shit that go on in the studio, really, that become music concerns. So, really, whatever they do, doing music, whether it's recording, making beats, tracking out beats, all that. Yeah, we can get us all fired.
National TV.
Well, finna get us fired.
All right.
I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
Now, Brett, remember when you said earlier you can't have the music up too loud because you can hear the headphones in the mic?
Yeah, and so of course that's what we hear in the mic right now.
Yes, sir.
You had the headphones up loud, or you had them off your head? Yeah, next time you do that, put it behind your head. So it's kind of back of your head kind of drown it out. Then it's away from the mouth.
What I just did in that gate, yeah. That's what I just did in that gate, yeah. So that's one of the main reasons that I use that gate, man. Because that's one of the main reasons that I do use that gate. Because it does clean a lot of those things that you hear out. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what that's for.
Diving out the deep end, blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. Nah. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. Diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes.
I'm diving off the deep end.
Diving out the deep end. I'm diving. Diving out the deep end, blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. Nah. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end.
Yeah, Vito. We got Hot Boy in the motherfucking building, man. Studio Etiquette 101, episode 5, live on Facebook. Not only live on Facebook, but we also live on YouTube as well. So if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell, man, so you can be updated with everything going on over here at Good Shape University, man.
Yes, sir. Skeet, talk to me, man. What you know?
Shit, what you want to know? Got the info. If I ain't got it, I can figure it out and get it. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna find the problem. If I can't find it, boy, I'm gonna Google the hell out of some shit now. Yeah, you can figure out why something ain't working, but you gotta be able to think on the fly. You don't want to be around no folks and goddamn something simplest thing go on. You don't know how to fix it, boy.
You stuck.
Well, I be making sure I know some shit, but it ain't a system I can't walk into and know how to. If something go wrong, I'm on point. I made it my business to learn everything. I done went to the studio with other people and they done be in that bit. They don't know how to work nothing. They just used to make it. They don't know how to do nothing. I gotta go in. I be like, boy, you better learn.
Out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
You want to make them. You do like that. You want to make them goddamn use you for everything. You don't want them to. We just want you to come in and make the beat. We'll get somebody else to do all the other stuff. Nah, you call me in to make the beat. Oh, I can record that bit too. And I can mix that bit.
Yep.
And I can track my shit out. Yeah, by getting the same person to do it.
Yes. Takes and bluster.
Yeah, I gotta go find somebody to mix this song for me. I gotta get somebody to track out his beat because he don't need it. But now I'm finna learn that. About what? Yeah, that was the first. That was the what, second show?
Yes. Takes and bluster. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't
put around and record an R&B song, Nick.
Yes. Takes and bluster. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Yes. Takes and bluster. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. They killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Hey. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Yes. Takes and bluster. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Hey. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. Yes.
Kings and Bluster.
At the sleeping. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie as Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile, white bitch Emily. And you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Ooh, do the math, boy, that's C50. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, ex-bitch miss me. That shit hit different. I'm diving out the, I'm diving in your bitch, diving. I'm diving in your, I'm diving in your bitch, and robbing with the switch. 1,000 for my, 1,000 for my, made it out of public housing with my rig. But I could cook some dope, but I could cut some coke, but I can fuck your throat before I catch a cold. With no messy hole. That's Gucci the Gresham Road. It's Emily and 6 Benjamins. Boy, that's C50.
Also, while y'all mixing these tracks down, man, y'all gotta make sure y'all ain't got the music up too loud or everything up too loud so you can have a good quality sound.
Yeah, everything gonna sound the same.
Yeah.
Hey, first off, man, you gotta make sure that producer, man, don't turn your beat up so loud, man. Don't have that because you wanted to hit real loud doing this, that. Nah, don't do that. Man.
Cause boy, that bitch be. Boy, y'all don't know the goddamn.
Like, but that makes
that
that makes the engineer job very hard, man, because you didn't no room to mix it.
I'm diving in your bitch, and robbing with the switch. 1,000 for my, 1,000 for my, made it out of public housing with my rig. But I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie as Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile, white bitch Emily. And you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, boy, that's C50. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex-bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real, nigga. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie as Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile, white bitch Emily. And you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, boy, that's C50. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving in your bitch, diving in your bitch. Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real, nigga. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie's Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a net to sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real, nigga. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie's Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a threesome. I am to Gillespie's Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight dot curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving in your bitch, nigga. I'm diving out the deep end. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. You can get a zip for a Grant and 6.
Ooh.
You can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see. Do the math, what I see. Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, For a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. No. But I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. Nah, for real, nigga. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie's Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can
So
get
again,
a
what we
zip
doing
for
right now,
Grant
Bred's
and 6
going through
Benjamins.
cutting out all that dead air.
Huh?
I said, what you doing now is going through and cutting out all that dead air.
Yeah, all that dead air. With them headphones about to cut in and everything else, man. So I'm just going in and doing the manual. So what I did, control U where it pulls up the strip silence right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sometimes it doesn't get exactly where you need it to be, man. Just fine tune it instead of me just going through all that trouble trying to do trial and error with it. I just do Old Faithful and just go and do it manually and go ahead and knock it out in a faster time.
Just to the going back trying to clean it.
Yeah.
That shit that it didn't do, you might well could have did it.
Yeah, I gonna do it and get it fine tuned myself.
A lot of times you can do 2 of them at one time, depending on how they line up.
Right here.
Yes, sir. Hey, and one thing I want to point out, man, because, you know, y'all both did y'all thing, man. And by the way, yo, Bread, that you got that thing sounding pristine. Pristine, my brother. But, yeah, one thing I want to point out, man, is that they use different plugins, but they use the same method, you know. Nothing was peaking, nothing was clipping. The way they put in the plugins was about the same, too. EQ, compressor, you know what I'm saying? Another EQ with a compressor.
It's a structure to it.
So
it's
those,
different plugins.
yeah, those things are important. You know, if you go back on this episode and you watch it, really pay attention. You know, when these boys get down to, you know, mixing that stuff, pay real close attention to the plug-in format, the way they put their plugins, and also the levels. Very important, very important. But yeah,
Ain't nothing distorted. Everything good. Cause when, like I said, you got something distorted, whole song going to hell.
Yeah, it's all, man, it's down here from there.
Huh?
Production?
Yeah,
Yeah.
making beats. Yeah, like if you know how to goddamn make beats, if you know how to play the piano, you can make beats.
what are the stages of music production?
Yeah. I feel like if you know how to, if you just got an ear, you just got to know how to play a keyboard or something. Because I didn't know how to make beats when I first. I didn't always know.
Or diving in your bitch, dive.
It will work. It will be good.
But yeah, some people that can sing, but they don't know how to produce a song. They don't know how to do a song. So that's what the producer come in from. So if you got somebody that can sing their ass off, but put them in the studio and say sing, that shit finna be horrible. You got people that can't sing, and a producer can make that bitch sound great. Yeah. They get 50%. If you produce a song, you get 50%.
But
You don't split that shit with nobody.
I would say you can't go in. If being a producer is something that you love, all right, like normally, so you can't go into it like, I'm gonna get rich. This is gonna be I need to get rich tomorrow. No, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So most people that get rich off of it is because they have a pure love for it.
One thing you gotta remember too about producing. One thing about producing that you always remember. People buy instrumentals. They don't buy acapellas.
Damn. I love that.
One thing about it, they buy instrumentals, but they don't buy acapellas. Nobody just sits around and buy acapellas and listen to them, but they will buy instrumentals. They turn songs into jazz instrumentals just and sell them. And people play them at restaurants in the background in the high fancy restaurant. They play hip hop music that been converted to jazz. We've had this CD come out called Unwrapped. You ever heard of them? Unwrapped. They used to play like when you go to conferences and stuff, you be hearing hip hop music and you be wondering like, you got a jazz feel to it, but it's a hip hop song. It's Unwrapped. They got like 10 volumes of them. I don't know if they still do them, but anytime we went to like out of state to like a music convention, they played in the background.
Population game,
You go to hotels.
don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a simple flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
Like they got Busta Rhymes, they got
For a simple clean and the sleeping. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, they broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a simple flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
so now I'm gonna do something. A lot of engineers, their pride is too high when it comes to some things like this. Why, Skeet, I need your help on that beat. this thing so loud. Yeah, it's screaming, man, and I need your expertise on it. On the beat, no, I'm good. I'm good on the vocals and everything else, man. I just want to know your input on this beat, man, because it's so.
It's gonna be tough right there, well. I'm just like you when it comes to that beat. Man.
Yeah.
The only thing. See how see that line? It won't cross that line.
Yeah. You got a limiter on it.
It's a limiter on it. No breathe to it. Yep. So it's like really nothing. It's really nothing you can do. You might can kind of take some of the bass out, but then it's a different beat then. That's the only time it kind of breathes a little bit. See how that plug in peaking?
Mm-hmm. That's just the beat.
That be dropping live too. That be dropping, but
Dropping it live. Imagine how much cleaner. How much more it would drop if it wasn't live. Yeah.
I just had a threesome with two thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Blight dot curse for my truck. You can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in. Diamond door trout, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, that ain't broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a zipper flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
Yeah, but it's hard
on the vocals and then because see with the God particle, I actually mix with the God particle. That's how you're supposed to use. You're supposed to mix with it on, and you mix to that because it kind of tells you what's too loud between lows, mids, and the highs.
Yes. I'm diving off the deep end.
It'll tell you, it'd be like, okay.
I'm diving off the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck. You can't peek in.
A little more high because you're not near the threshold.
I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a simple clean at the sleep in.
Up here.
Yeah, see how far it's
I'm
going.
diving in your bitch, diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch.
It could be something
2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, baby, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold.
Almost hitting 6.
I ain't fucking with no messy hoe.
You
I
want
am
to be
to the
right
list past Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, boy, that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different.
You do the
I'm
lead track.
diving off the deep end.
You got the lead track and mute all the plugins except that one band you put on.
I'm diving off the deep end. Blight dot curse for my truck. You can't peek. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the
And mute all
deep
the plugins
end.
on the auxiliary button.
I'm diving off the
Except the
deep
one band.
end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
Oh, do the verse. Well, yeah, do the verse because it's longer. The verse and the hook on the same bus, right? Yeah, so just do the verse since it's longer.
I show him a zipper flower. He can't tell me if it coconut.
Go to the second compressor. Play it again.
I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks, bitch. I made it out of public housing with my wrist.
Take the attack back to like 100.
No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope.
I try to get that
I
fast
can't cut a
attack
rug,
for
but
every
I can
word.
cut some coke.
Yeah, it'll
I
do it
can't
around
love
about
you,
100.
babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold.
And now you can do your what you
I
got
ain't
next?
fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie as Gucci the
Go to,
Gresham
That's what it
Road.
is right now.
That's a
That's how you
simile. White
I would never
bitch
go above like
Emily, and
4 or
you
5. Go
can
to
get
the,
a zip for a grant
what's
and
called
6
you say now,
Benjamins.
Park.
Do the math, boy, that's 650. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through
another
the wire,
EP on
my
there?
ex-bitch missed
that's
me.
it.
But when your new
Mine's a whole
bitch
shift,
better,
you know,
that
to make
shit
both the
hit
plug-ins. Come
different.
on.
Ah,
Click on the God
I'm
part.
diving out the deep end.
It'll make both of them come
I'm diving out the deep
Gotcha.
end. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight dot curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end.
Now go to the other control.
I'm diving out the deep end.
Add some more on the master check if you have to.
I'm diving out the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Diamond dog trout, I'm at the smoker spot.
Turn the game down.
Population game, they broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a zipper flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
All right, so now, even though we doing all of this, when we drop that thing back on there and that beat hit, it just like, all of it just void out. You know what I mean? It like it void out. So it like
the
you
threshold back up some more.
you have to,
Too much.
it's like you have to go against the grain with it.
You have to do the typical what you don't do because you have to compensate for the beat.
So you know what I mean? So it's gonna peak.
Put the attack. Since you got the other one on 100, put that on like 50 or 40 or something like that. You probably.
I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks, bitch. I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. I ain't fucking with
Basically,
no
you wanna
messy
do it
hoe.
once everything-
I am to Gillespie,
Once
go to the Gresham Road.
volume go past
That's a
3, it's gonna
simile.
go back 0.96,
White
so
bitch
basically
Emily, and
almost
you
go down
can get
one.
a zip for a grant and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, boy, that's 650. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex-bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. Ah, I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end.
All right, now let's bring that beat back.
I'm diving out the deep end. Blight dot curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving in your bitch, nigga. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Diamond dog trout, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, they broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a zipper flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
We just did means absolutely nothing.
It meant absolutely nothing, so
Yes.
go against the grain.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Blight
All thing you can do is kind of cut the beat down and
can't peek
kind of,
in.
I don't know. That one of them things.
Diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end.
Them beats be like that.
I'm diving out
And you'll be
the deep
amazed. That's
end.
probably
Killed the fiend
95% of the
for a
beats
zipper
that
clean
artists
at the
sound like that when artists come to the studio. Like that.
I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks, bitch. I made it out of public housing with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie as Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a grant and 6 Benjamins. Woo. Do the math, what that shit fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Flight deck curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Yes. I'm diving off the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, yeah, they broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no shit that you don't know about. I show him a zipper flower, he can't tell me if it coconut.
$32 plus 16 is 48. Yo, just can't do.
I'm diving out the deep end. Flight deck curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
That bitch come on like that again. That's the same.
Killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in.
All right.
Yes.
Turn that bitch up.
I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Flight deck curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving out the deep end. Yes. I'm diving out the deep end. I'm diving out the deep end. Just killed the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. I'm diving in your bitch, Batman and Robin with the switch. Yes. 2,000 for my feet, 1,000 for my kicks. Bitch, I made it out of public, I was with my wrist. No, I can't swim, but I can cook some dope. I can't cut a rug, but I can cut some coke. I can't love you, babe, but I can fuck your throat. And I can catch a bitch before I catch a cold. I ain't fucking with no messy hoe. I am to Gillespie as Gucci the Gresham Road. That's a simile. White bitch Emily, and you can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch missed me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. You can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire. You can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the. You can get a zip for a Grant and 6 Benjamins. Do the math, what I see fit. I just had a threesome with 2 thick bitches. I heard it through the wire, my ex bitch miss me. But when your new bitch better, that shit hit different. I'm diving off the deep end.
That nigga hot
I'm
go
diving
crazy,
off the
man.
deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. Blight that curse for my truck, you can't peek in. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. I'm diving off the deep end. To kill the fiend for a zipper clean at the sleep in. Diamond door truck, I'm at the smoker spot. Population game, yeah, they broke the pot. Don't be speaking on no.
All right, man. So if you're just not tuning in, man, we just out of Studio Etiquette 101.
Turn around.
Studio Etiquette
101.
Yeah, man, the Studio Etiquette 101, man. If you're just not tuning in, man, what we just did, man. First off, we started out King Easy, man, came through, dropped the track. Dropped a track called Let It Go. Skeet, man, he showed you how to import the beat. Or start up the session, import the beat. Showed you how to create tracks. All right, once you created tracks, man, showed you how to do the recording process. All right, so the artist King Easy, he recorded the intro, hook, verse, and then we flew the hook down one more time. All right, then went through the mixing process and showed you how Skeet does his mixing process. All right, once we finished with that, we showed you how to bounce it down. All right, so now the next up, we had Big Hot. Big Hot, he came through deep in. All right, so what we did, man, did the same exact thing. We showed you how to pull that session up, how to name that session, import the beat, find that tempo. Once we find that tempo, producers, if you can, put that BPM info inside of the when you name the beat. All right, that will help that engineer. But if not, we showed you how to find the beat, engineers. Not how to find the beat, but how to find the BPM of the other words tempo. And so now what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna get to those comments. Let us know what you think of it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Skeet, what's your thoughts, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, it was good. Besides, I know it was gonna be hard to try to blend that with that beat. So
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's only so much you can do.
Yeah, man. But overall, man, it was a good show.
Super dope show. Super dope show.
Super dope show, man.
Shout out to the motherfucking artists.
Hey, so artists, engineers, and producers. Hopefully next week, man, we're trying to bring in a special guest, man. He is a music entertainment lawyer. He's an entertainment lawyer for BeatStars. His name is Kyle Brown. Hopefully next week we can get him on. He can pretty much talk about the business side of it. I give you some of the things that you don't know. Also, as well as producers, he'll talk more on maybe somewhat like exclusive rights. What it means to own a beat. Should you own that beat or should you not own that beat? Should you just get exclusive?
That's gonna be a very educational topic that we touch on.
Hey, man, but that'll be very great because there's a lot of people out here, they really don't know. They don't know what's going on. And so, that'll be something dope, man. So hopefully, yeah.
So major shout out to King Easy. I'm finna say King Kai. Major shout out to King Easy for coming through, blessing us, man, with his presence and doing his thug thizzle, man. Shout out to my brother, the biggest, Big Hot, man, for coming through, blessing us with his presence, man. We really just try to create a platform to inform y'all and educate y'all on not only on how to engineer, but also how to that studio etiquette, man. We stressed this shit on episode 1 and 2.
Yes.
Like, bro, it's very valuable to come in here and already know your music, already know your material, already know what you want to do. So, like, I don't think if y'all was keeping up, King Easy came and did a whole, with that hook, verse, hook, and that shit was like in 45 minutes. And a lot of that time was us
talking and
explaining the steps to that shit. Now, when you just come in here and lock in, shit, it's boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
So when you already know your shit, it makes it a lot more easier and it helps your pockets out, man. If you paying $50, $30, whatever it is for an hour, my nigga, like, I done watched Big Hot or the Sean J's of the world come in here and you can do everything you got to do in an hour. Just go ahead and lay that shit down. I done watch Hot go in and do his vocals and dip.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And this in 35 minutes of his session. come back at the end of his hour and his shit already touched up. You always gonna get that premix. But if you fucking with an engineer that you got a relationship with, they already know what you
how you
sound. You feel what I'm saying? They know your
How you
swag,
sound,
your
how you
feng
kind of
shui.
already want it. Of course.
So that's like one of the most important things. Like, it's cool to bounce around from studio to studio, but you're not gonna. It's just gonna be all over the motherfucking place because you got so many engineers. Like, shit, them motherfucker might not know your swag and your stilo. You feel me? So
It might not be fine.
he might not be fine. You feel what I'm saying?
So it's like a pro and a con, man.
Yeah.
Because all right, so you might not know this engineer, but then this might be the engineer that you need. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a pro and a con when it comes to it.
And
man.
the reason why I say that is because I see a lot of artists that post like, I need an engineer or I need a studio, but I don't want to go to platinum. And that's because of probably you done got so accustomed to the closet studio or the in-house studio. When you come to a studio and meet a brand new engineer, you so accustomed to your song sounding how it sound. When you finally hear how it's supposed to sound, you get offended because you're not even educated enough. And you don't even know, like, this is really how this shit's supposed to go. You just think your shit, you like the way your shit left the studio at the crib, but at the same time, you ain't with nowhere. That song ain't with nowhere. Ain't nobody grabbing that motherfucker. Ain't nobody trying to grab you. So we gotta understand, like, shit, there's levels to this shit. Like, I learned this shit when I went to, not Patchworks. I've been to Patchworks, not Stankonia. What's that shit, Ski, over there in Metropolitan?
Oh, you talking? We went to the vault.
Well, we went to the vault, and then not even the vault and 360 in Tallahassee. I was like, oh, this how music's supposed to sound. Then when you hear it, like, oh, okay.
Hey, most definitely.
I
man.
sound more. I can hear my words more clear.
Yeah,
my swag, my presence, and
Like,
everything.
Go That Hoe. You can tell the difference between Go That Hoe in the closet,
Yeah,
and Go That Hoe at 360. You can tell the difference.
Hey, most definitely, man. Hey, so one artist that I know for sure that helped me realize that out too, man, Tut. All right,
Tut,
so
yeah. Shout out to Tut, man.
Shout out to Tut, man. Like, me and Tut, we was recording at home. You know what I mean? At the closet, in the closet. You know what I mean? Like, go in the closet, bro. Yeah, and record, man. So then we finally took one of those same records and we brought it here to platinum.
Now, granted, don't get it twisted.
Totally
now.
different
It's
sound.
still cool. You can still do that. Cause just like I see major artists recording in hotel rooms and tour buses, but what y'all don't see is they not mixing and doing all that shit on that tour bus or in that hotel room or whoop down the third. They sending that bitch off. Unless it's a quick track mixtape type shit, just a throwaway, just throw it out there to test the waters. But they still, even if they have somebody engineering in that hotel room, when they get that feedback come back, like, but it's it, or that bitch got to get shipped off.
Yeah,
we got to send it to the motherfucker that really got that goddamn that touch.
And to add to your point, bro, like the artists that they listening to and the artists that really making something happen right now, they ain't doing that shit. They ain't recording
Yeah.
at the crib.
They not doing that.
yeah, most definitely.
They not doing that. So you just gotta be. That's why we do this. That's why we created this platform, Studio Etiquette 101, man. Like we're sitting here 2-3 hours just walking through the basics. We ain't even got into the big shit. We just on Pro Tools. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We ain't even touched the Fruity Loops and everything else. Like, we got so much in store, but we understand it's a process. And don't hate me on this, but a lot of y'all motherfuckers slow. So y'all can watch it, but y'all still ain't gravitating to it because you be stuck in your own ways. So you really be fighting against yourself because that pride is a motherfucker.
It is.
That pride is a motherfucker. Well, I ain't finna listen to this nigga. He think the nigga got down. Just check the resume.
Hey, also engineers, man. Like, to add on to what you said, man, that pride is a motherfucker. Like, man, engineers, don't be afraid to ask for help. Hey, listen to this for me. Listen to this for me. What do you think? What do you think about this? What did I do wrong? You know what I mean? What do you think I could do better? You know what I mean? And in the midst of a session tonight, prior to the side, hey, Skeet, help me on this right here. Tell me what you think about this right here.
Think about it, man. Look at the South Sides, the Drummer Boys, the London on the Tracks. When they do their studio sessions, bro, it don't be just one producer or engineer in that studio, bro. You got a nigga on the producer side. You got a nigga doing the drums, the kicks. Then you might say, hey, bro, I need you to throw these keys on that motherfucker. Or shit, hey bro, I need you to goddamn twerk this and do that for me. So it's a collective. It ain't just one man. Look at Ye. Ye wasn't just Ye, man. Ye had niggas in that motherfucker with him,
Yeah,
bro.
that's like Good Life. If you watch the video of that nigga making Good Life, DJ Toon was a DJ Toon played the lead part in the hardest part of the beat. He played the lead part. DJ Toon played. Kanye did the drums. I think somebody else chopped up the sample. Timberland also helped with that beat. They don't even know it.
Scott
Timberland
Storch
got
had
credits on that
motherfuckers in
beat.
there with
But
his
and
ass.
they give constructive criticism. You know what I mean? It just even though that one person may have done that lead, may have done this, may have done that, it was a whole influence inside of that room that told him like, hey, maybe you should try it this way.
Yeah, they catching vibes. So
Go.
they collect the mind. They know what quality and great sound like. Outside of what the artist talking about, they want to make sure that production
They
is
wanna make
A1.
sure that beat is
Yeah, they
A1.
got to make sure that production
Hey,
A1.
they want to make sure that thing in good shape.
Shit in good shape. And then we'll focus on the artist
There
because
you
you know every artist gonna be different, bro. Like that's why I'm glad y'all stressed the fact that we don't use templates, bro. Because every artist is fucking different.
Most definitely.
That's why I'm glad we had Easy and Hot here. These are two totally different artists, two totally different voices, two totally different swag.
Easy got a light raspy voice, and he got a deep raspy voice.
Deep raspy voice.
Two different type of artists, two different styles of music, two different type of voice patterns, frequencies, all that shit.
But as y'all can see, their studio etiquette is A1. They come in that motherfucker shit. What we doing?
Already ready.
We gonna do the hook first. We gonna whoop. Shit, you ready for the ad lib? You ready for the spot dog? Hell yeah, let's do it. What you want to add to that? What you want to do to that? So they already know what they doing. They're just not coming in that motherfucker like shit. What my boy said, Bread. Hey man, pick the beat for me, dog. We gonna go
How
in.
many seconds left? How many seconds left on that?
I might be able to rap a little bar. I know, nigga. Just close it out. That's it.
Yeah, man. But y'all already know, man. Catch us each and every Friday right here, man. Studio Etiquette 101. We got a lot of dope shit coming on. Like I said, we just getting started, man. We got a whole lot of more in store for y'all, so y'all just keep it locked right here, man. Bread again, tell them your social media, my boy.
Man, hit me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Bread Mixed It. Bread Hendrix on Facebook.
Ski, talk to the people. What you got going?
Just working. You know me. I'm always in the studio somewhere.
Yeah, Skeet always in the studio, man.
How can they find you, man?
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I called Skeet.
man.
You know, Skeet birthday was this past. I'm gonna close it out with this. Skeet birthday was this past week, man. I called, hit him up, said, "Shit, what we doing? Shit, we going to the yo. Shit, that's what we did. We celebrated that nigga birthday in the yo, and I appreciate that because I could have been out there. We could have been out there doing some bullshit.
Yeah.
But we working, bro.
Yeah.
That's the motto. 2024, bro. Less
Working.
bullshit, more working.
There you go.
Less bullshit, more working, man. So that's what we doing, man. Y'all already know, man. Big Play Player the Mayor, man. Follow me on all social media sites, PlayAdamayor. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, man, salute to y'all, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you can be up to date with everything going on over here at Good Shape University, man. Good Shape Radio Show live with 96.3 WJRZ every Sunday night. Artist Good Shape Mondays, Artist Music Review, which is going super crazy each and every Monday on Facebook and on YouTube as well. And, you know, we just creating, man. We just creating and staying consistent and building the platform. But until next time, man, we'll catch y'all, man. We out this bitch. Peace. Also, shout out my nigga Big Hot, the biggest. Make sure y'all follow him at @thereal_Big Hot on Instagram. Hot Boy Killer Roberts on Facebook. J Keys. Is John Keys on Instagram? Holla at my boy, man. We out this motherfucker, man. Let's go.